Evan's a Jin.
Yeah, I'm a Jin. I'm sorry. All black people are Jin.
I hope you clicked live.
Oh, no.
Oh, he did.
Oh, no.
Inside joke.
You said Jin in my name. Jin Asso. Let the girl speak.
There's too much.
What is she proposing?
There's too many threats. Hey guys. Hello. Welcome to episode number 73. My cup of tea. That's a lot of tea. Speaking of which, we have a lot of movie news backed up. Joining us today, we have Evan.
Finally, we're here. I'll talk Miss Marvel, episodes 3, episode 4. I rewatched episode 3 because it's been a week. I really like both of these episodes, so I can't wait to dive into them. But we have some good Avatar movie news. We have some release date changes. I love me some release date speculation talk. And we never did have our rant about Kraven. So that's still a thing as well.
Is it even true?
Yes.
I don't even.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, there was like a plot leak that happened like a day or two ago.
A leak in my name.
I didn't read that. I skimmed over that. I was like, I'm not reading it. But it's kind of like the Morbius stuff. I'm like, if you hate, it's Sony being Sony. I hear.
They don't care. They're printing.
They don't care. But anyways, a lot of fun movie news. Percy Jackson stuff I want to talk about too. So very excited.
Carson as well.
Yes. I love this show so much, and I can't wait to talk about these 2 episodes. I'm like sad that it's already going to be over, but also I'm just like happy because it's like one of the new characters that we know is like immediately moving on to something else in a larger capacity, which is exciting. Kind of the first thing that will go from Disney Plus to the big screen, which I think is pretty smart in terms of getting, especially like newer fans
Multiverse of Madness
into the Phase 4, because we're kind of in that limbo period where we're starting to build up to different things, but it's not really established yet. Sort of, kind of, hinting at, as Kevin Feige would say. But yeah, I can't wait to talk about these 2 episodes. Just really strong character work and really great production value on a lot of the show. It looks great. We got a location change in episode 4. And it was really well done. I really like what this show is doing. So yeah, let's dive into it.
Yeah, you can't even tell they're using the volume, which is fantastic.
Big old volume. So went to Pakistan. It was good. It's this Kraven news. No, I'm kidding. Let's talk about this.
Let's dive into episode 3 first. Episode 3 had some interest. That's where we really got into the backstory, the info dump exposition. But this show did exposition really well, where it was like, I'll give it to you out front, and then I'll have the main character struggle with it throughout the rest of the episode into episode 4, which is really cool. But yeah, this show is just rocking on all fronts. Starting with the intro at episode 3. Where we get the British occupied India in the past. We go to 1942, I think. Yeah, Nathan watched this as well today.
Today,
which
of all days.
We get Aisha, which is her great grandmother, and I forget the main villain now. Kamran's mother. I'll just say Kamran's mother.
What is her name? Yeah.
One of her name. We'll figure it out. Whatever. So
whatever.
Not whatever. Kamran's mother. I'll just say that. And Aisha are talking during 1942. The cave is crumbling down because the British are coming. And
they are standing on a 10 Rings logo.
Yeah, they're standing on a 10 Rings logo, which is interesting just for
Nani?
That short sidebar. Yeah. At the bottom of their feet, really, like under the rubble, you can see like a 10 Rings logo, like a 10 Rings symbol
carved into
on the floor,
stone.
Which makes sense because via Shang-Chi, we learned that the father, Wen Wu, spent years, decades conquering shit, just like going all over the world. Remember, he was part of like that, like he was like the Genghis Khan of the MCU, really. So he conquered most of Europe and Asia. So it makes sense that this random cave in British occupied India, used to be under control of the Ten Rings, because it doesn't look like it is now. So that was just very interesting. And in general, Shang-Chi has a lot of similarities to this show so far via like the powers and Kamala herself, where we'll talk about it later. But I do like, so we're in 1942. Aisha found the bangle under a blue armed, so that was definitely Kree, right? That's what I assume, like
or a god, in the religion. I don't know. But probably Kree, because that would connect reason character with Captain Marvel coming up.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking, because we learn later, and I guess I'll explain all this info dump all in one like package here. Because right after this, we go to like her sitting on her getting info dump from the family. But so these people are trying to look for the bangle because the bangle is their ticket home. And I was kind of confused because during the flashback, they're like, "We need this to go home." I'm like, "Aren't you guys already on Earth? What's going on here?" But we learned that these people are kind of like not aliens, but just
they
like
said
from
they're
a different dimension.
Yeah, interdimensional.
Yeah, which is different from multiversal. Like, there's it gets complicated.
It's like another realm, I guess.
Yeah,
different realms of this universe.
As they
kind of explain in episode 4.
They explain it more in episode 4, but yeah, it reminded me of like the Upside Down, where like in Stranger Things, the Upside Down isn't a different multiverse. It's just like part of their universe, just below them or across from them or around them.
It's not a place; it's a people.
Exactly, as Vecna would say. No, but watch Stranger Things season 4. It comes out tomorrow.
You guys know you can currently go connect with your Spotify and find out what song will save you from Vecna. That's
really cool. I wish I had a Spotify so I could figure that out.
You know Spotify?
Apple Music.
You're one of them.
Yes.
Yeah, we've been over this.
Yeah. Oh, Carson's with me too.
War in my music.
Oh, literally.
Exactly. I mean, it's easy. My mom has a subscription, so it's just like, okay.
I'm just baffled that you have an Android phone and you've downloaded a music app called Apple Music.
What? How weird is that?
You're a fraud, Spider-Man.
Disgusting.
What the hell?
You're cross
out.
Species genetics.
Are you calling me out as an Android user or as a Spotify? What's going on here?
Honestly, I don't know.
Traitor is what I'm calling you.
Nathan's the Android user, so he can speak to your traitorness of the Android system, and I can
more
speak
going
to
from Nathan.
Just
hurt my feelings. It's okay. I'll get over it. I won't. But I like the whole, because a lot of the info dump in the MCU's history is either it's hit or miss. Like, I find it interesting. I don't find it interesting. Loki stuff I found interesting. Shang-Chi stuff I found interesting. I like Black Panther lore too. But this one is also very interesting. I like diving into cultures or stuff I don't really know a lot about. In this one, as they explain, they need the bangle to go back to their home dimension. Kamran's mom never sees Aisha after that moment. Like, they escape, never to be seen again. But we fast forward to the present, where Kamala's getting this told to her, and they explain to her that they are. I wrote some notes down. They have the ability of Noor. Their species is called Jinn. The specific group that Aisha and Kamala's mom and etc. are part of are called clandestines. And I guess that's the name of the villain group, as we'll see later in the episode. In episode 4, they turn out to be bad because they were exiled from their dimension for some unknown reasons for 100 years ago. It wasn't until 1942 that they found the bangle could be their ticket home. The British have one of them. India had the other. The other one was left in the hands of Aisha. They never saw Aisha again, so they were stuck on Earth because they never could find Aisha. However, they found that the bangle was attached to Miss Marvel, Kamala, because of the viral videos and her saving everybody. Because episode 2, the guy fell from the idiot guy with the shoes. Fell.
The kid.
From the mosque.
Pizza ice cream boy.
Exactly.
So greasy, ew.
So greasy.
Awful.
Greasy dairy. Didn't want it.
Greasy jazzy.
Oh my god.
So I have it here. They're called Jinn, specifically clandestine, exiled, and they want to go home. They're not inhuman, which is, of course, diversion from the comic, but we knew this going in.
But they do keep specifying that the bracelet is enhancing or unlocking what was kind of dormant in Kamala already.
Exactly, yeah. Because as explained in episode 2, Bruno said, like, oh, this bracelet is enhancing what you already have. Episode 3 expands on that by saying, yeah, you have Nor energy. It's just that it's getting brought out by this, by the Bengal. The other ones also have Nor energy, but they're just not as strong as they were in their dimension. They're still super strong, as we see in the episode. They can break concrete. They have weapons that can break concrete and throw long distances, and they can jump and survive falls and stuff like that. They have not healing factors, but they can like survive long.
Yeah, they're not like super overpowered, but they're definitely like
durability.
Durable. Yeah. Kamala's mixed race because she's part Nor and part human, of course, which makes her, I think, arguably more powerful. It kind of reminded me again of Shang-Chi, where he's from his mom is from another dimension, and have you seen like in the prologue of Shang-Chi? Like his mom's from the other dimension, while Wen Wu is just an ordinary dude with the 10 rings.
Right.
Shang-Chi has both. That's why he was able to defeat Wen Wu. So it's kind of interesting. Kamala also has like both powers from the dimension on her mother's side, but then her great grandfather or whatever is human from Pakistan or India. So it's very interesting. So she's kind of like mixed race. But yeah, we talked about the Shang-Chi marking. But yeah, this whole info dump was very interesting. And I didn't know they were going to be evil, but Jalen and I were like, they were exiled for some unknown reason.
Yeah,
they just kind of slid it in there. I'm like, yeah, you guys sus.
Somewhere in the in between, I was like, I feel like you're asking for this little girl's help who's gonna be greedy. We'll see what happens. And then, the mom is like looking through her son's phone. And I'm like,
yeah, all right.
I caught you early at least.
Like ejecto, Cito, she got to go. Sorry.
It's good. We got diagnosis early, so we can catch it.
At that point, I was wondering too if Kamran was going to be bad too, but as we figured out within the episode, which I liked, they weren't going to string us along. I think whether Kamran's good or bad. We found out he's just a good kid, and via the discussion at home, Kamran was born. Like he's not like as old as they are.
Yeah, he's 17.
He's 17.
Thank God.
Which was I was like, I'm already like, as soon as this reveal happened, I'm like, okay, so Bruno's in the clear now. Because like episode 2, I'm like, oh, Bruno.
Because for a second they were like, everyone's ancient. I'm like, oh, they went on a date. No.
Yeah. So they're still like they set up the possibility of like a romance between Kamran and Kamala, of course. But I just. Given the fact that Kamran from this other dimension, his mom's evil, I think Kamran has other stuff to deal with. And I think I'm, of course, still Kamala and Bruno for real, especially in episode 4. Or no, episode 3 in this episode where we get Bruno talking through his feelings a little bit.
Yeah, not to mention he like goes after to warn her.
Exactly, which is great. And then the whole wedding thing I just loved. Like there's so many just, like character-rich stuff. Like this show is so character-focused in contrast to being like plot-focused. Like, what's up, Ben? A lot of the other MCU shows and just shows in general are very plot specific, where you get like most of the beats are driven by what's happening with the main plot, the main objective, etc. This one's all about like we'll set aside time where Kamala just being an average teenager, spending time with her family. And I love like some specific moments from episode 3. A lot here. There's some great moments here.
Come on, I know you just learned about some demon family members, but I got into Caltech.
Yeah, that was funny. Why didn't you tell me sooner? But I feel bad for him.
Yeah, it did come to like a sweet moment. He's like, I can't leave. Tell him that you're okay.
Oh, I know.
Please pick him, please.
I haven't felt this with any other show, maybe because I haven't loved like any other show as much as this one so far. I'm just, I don't want it to end. And Nathan said up top, like we have 2 episods left. I want, Carson. Yeah, I want same thing. I want more episodes. I want more episodes.
Carson Rojas, baby.
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
Carson from New Jersey. or Florida.
Joy. See, I can't do it.
No, yeah.
I'm good conditioned. They're gonna hear me. They're gonna jump me.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I'm just like, because there's so much stuff I just want, like I can see the show obviously ending in 2 episodes, but man, they better greenlight this show for similar to Loki. Like we heard Loki season 2 prior to season 1 even happening, but
Yeah.
I want Miss Marvel season 2.
See,
3,
sadly,
4, 5,
I
and
don't
6.
think they're gonna do a season 2 because
Wow,
she's
no,
upgrading to the
Carson!
movies.
Oh!
I think the whole point is
No!
She's gone.
this is a conduit to the movies, which
Wow.
I like,
Yes, it
but
is.
unfortunately I think that knee chops a chance of season 2.
Knee chops!
Yeah. Say knee shot.
Nathan?
Philosopher.
What do you
Hello?
think?
Cobra Kai, motherfucker.
Never doubts.
Vote for Cobra Kai for best comedy. It's not voting ended, but anyway.
It's a comedy.
Yes, it's in the comedy
Everything's
selection for
comedy.
the Emmys.
All
For
right.
the voters.
Well, to Garden's point, Sam's Cap is going to be in a movie, his own. It's bringing everybody but Loki transition to the movies at the moment. So, I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of like free range, stylistic stuff that they choose to do with the show that I'm loving so much that I don't know. I mean, it
It's
could be
gonna happen
captured.
in the-
It could be
yeah.
captured in a movie, but like, are we gonna go next with like, here's a Miss Marvel movie, or should we just like thrive again in these great many personal moments with her friends, like in the show?
That's what I was going to bring up. I think Falcon Winter Soldier, obviously, thank God that was just 6 episodes. Not my favorite. But with the speech,
It's
I mean,
good.
The speech,
That's
but,
me. I cried 3 times.
the speech was good. Wasn't great.
I'm crying.
Wasn't a fucking
Oh my god. I'm
Iron? Who's Iron Man's the black guy? Rhodey.
Rhodey?
Wasn't he nominated for like an Emmy, or was that?
He was.
that's
Was that Emmy?
For his yeah, he was nominated for like
I can't remember if that was Emmy or like a Critics' Choice or whatever. But like, was that like the
It
official
was Emmy.
No, it was legit an Emmy, and it wasn't even a guest appearance Emmy. It was like
it was like
Best
5
supporting actor or something? like that?
supporting actor
something
shit.
for 5 minutes in the first episode.
That can't be real because like I'm so focused on the Emmys this season because I'm so.
I think even
invested.
himself, he was memeing it on Twitter, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's crazy to me. Man,
So
yeah.
good.
But anyways, what was I even saying? Oh yeah. But anyways, yeah. Falcon and Winter Soldier is gearing up to be like the Falcon movie or the Captain America movie.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Marvel, yes, is leading into the Captain Marvel movie, but
The
Brie
Marvels.
Larson's the main character there. It's not like they're hyping up all 3 of them, but Brie Larson's gonna have.
It's a team up movie.
But it's called The Marvels.
It's called
they
The
changed,
Marvels,
They
yeah,
changed the
they
title.
changed the title,
They
and
changed
they-
the title.
Miss Marvel is gonna have more screen. The movie is starting with Brie Larson. The first thing we'll see on screen is Brie Larson.
I don't know. I'm probably.
I bet $20,000.
Does Brie Larson appear in this show? Question mark.
I think probably a post credit scene.
That's what 60
At this
point
point.
this guy like that bullshit and win WandaVision.
Stop it. Do you think she? Do you
I
think
like
she like?
this.
Do you think she pops up at the like
11th hour.
end of the show? Like maybe something in like these cosmic wristbands kind of been causing some trouble, kid.
That was good for Larson.
But actually, the only theory I have for like the end of the show is that I think we're probably gonna get to like finding the other bracelet as well, and
I
there'll
think
be a
so, too.
battle. And I think they're gonna get destroyed.
Both?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
What?
I think
And she's
Yeah.
just not gonna need him anymore.
yeah,
You need
because
them.
I think her power will be like unlocked at that point, and then
Hmm.
she won't like need the training wheels, as it were.
I would love that. I just think like I just thought this as the Green Lantern kind of thing, where it's like you need the ring, you need the bangle, or else you're just Ryan Reynolds, right?
I don't
But,
know if she still uses. I don't know if she still has like the cosmic.
Ryan
I just slide into Ryan Reynolds dig every episode.
I really do. I don't know if she's gonna keep the crystallization style if that happens, but
I love that though. It's so cool. I love her
it
powers.
does look cool.
I
Her
think
powers
these
are
people are-
different. Eh.
They're the same, but have different style, and she has platforms now. It's fine.
Yeah, I haven't read the comics at all, so. I have
anyways,
no
go.
qualms.
Yeah, going back to the conversation though, I do think because the movie's not going to have Bruno Nokia, or maybe they will be in a little bit in there. But it's like I want more.
If Ned can be in Infinity War and Endgame,
right?
Yeah.
Bruno's better than fucking Ned, dumbass
damn.
Ned.
Whoa.
Sorry, Mr. Harris, sir.
Ned pisses me off sometimes. Like, I'm not gonna tell anybody your secret, Potter or Harry or Peter.
Potter.
I'm crazy. Anyways,
Back for another year.
The whole
Bloody muggle.
The whole first movie is like, where are you at the party? Where are you, Peter? And then the second movie, he was just being a weirdo. And the third movie,
Not
he's
the
like,
Ned slander. It's the guy in the chair. Come on.
He's in the chair for one movie.
Come on now. What are you showing me?
Whenever we get to our No Way Home commentary, I know Evan's gonna tear him up for the interrogation scene.
Awful. It's just not great. I like the actor. He's cool.
Jacob Batalon.
Yeah, I had no idea. Thank you. I know Zendaya.
Hey.
But,
remember one name. Good job.
And Tom Holland, baby.
Tom and Nick.
But yeah, this show, because right now she's like what, a freshman, sophomore? Like, we can have her Stranger Things this shit. Like, give me junior year, senior year, whatever. I just want more Miss Marvel.
Spidey team up, let's go.
And the directors are just very cool. They're doing Batgirl next year, but like, give me Miss Marvel in 2024 or something.
What are they doing next year?
Batgirl.
Oh.
Batgirl's coming out.
Wait, who's doing Batgirl?
Or technically they're doing it now, right?
The directors.
Of Miss Marvel?
Yeah, we talked about this.
Oh, no, we didn't.
Come on,
no,
yes, we did.
No, we didn't.
The Miss Marvel directors are doing Batgirl. They had the first test screening. Quick Batgirl sidebar, because I love Batgirl. They had their first test screening.
They did
2 days ago.
Yeah.
And I guess maybe it was last night. People are hyped for Brendan Fraser. There's mixed to positive reactions.
I saw like a note that someone said like her cowl is repurposed from Catwoman's cowl.
I left the question. I'm like, how is Catwoman in this universe? I'm kind of confused there. Like, how is Catwoman relevant to this universe? I thought Keaton was just coming to our universe.
A variant, I'm sure.
Maybe.
Is it DCU?
Canon. I thought this was a DCEU movie, just Keaton just hopping over.
Because J.K. Simmons is in it.
J.K. Simmons is in it, which people have raved about him and Brendan. But yeah, I think people said they were confused about how Keaton got there when he showed up in the movie, apparently.
Yeah,
these are all like rumors.
We don't have Flashpoint yet
on there. Because yeah, it is reliant on Flash. If we haven't seen Flash, or like, how did Keaton get here?
How unfortunate.
But it just sucks. I mean, I wish this movie wasn't so fucking reliant on the Flash. Anyways, I'm hyped for Batgirl. They had their first test screening, and Kevin Feige recently said like he's even more excited for Batgirl now because of the product of Miss Marvel.
Oh.
So if Batgirl has any kind of directorial similarity to Miss Marvel, then we're in for a great time next year.
Text messages in the background.
I'll bring back Batgirl when we talk about the release date stuff, because there could be some interesting stuff there. But anyways, episode 3 in general I really liked because
the wedding.
We get the wedding stuff. Prior to that, I wanted to mention the super funny moment. So last week I talked about how me and Dan were just dying because Damage Control looking for Kamala. They walk into the mosque, right? And you're still muted, Garrison. But they walk into the mosque and they're looking for Kamala. But Nakia is there with the dad, and the Damage Control lady is like, we want to know basically everything you have about Miss Marvel. We know she came from this location. And they're like, well, she's not here. They honestly have no clue. And then Nakia walks in and is like, but do you have a warrant to even be doing this? And the Damage Control lady had the audacity to be like, well, what, did you go to college and study law or whatever? And I paused it.
The racism.
And I was just laughing out loud. And Jen and I were like, why did this person, this law officer from Damage Control, think we need to study law to know what a warrant is? Everybody above the age of 6 knows what a fucking warrant is.
Even she was like, Law and Order reruns, but I'm not wrong.
Yeah, it's like every kid knows what a warrant is. It's like 12-year-olds know what that shit is. Then I unpaused it, and then like Nathan said, they brought up the whole Law and Order thing, which is exactly what I was saying earlier. it was just very funny. Like this show is like predicting what I'm saying.
Even fucking No Way Home partner dude in Damage Control brought a fucking warrant to Peter's apartment. Like,
Right.
It's just so weird. Like, oh, and then they were being disrespectful by not taking their shoes off either. Not great.
Not great, Bob.
Not great, Bob. But that's a very funny moment. But yeah, so throughout this episode, Kamala's like considering, do I help her? She has a conversation with Bruno, like, what would Carol Danvers do? Carol Danvers will go and help her, and Bruno's like, we have to be wary about this because I did some research, and if you help her out, there could be some interdimensional big boom that could happen. Like there could be, I think he said like, you help her, world goes boom, basically, because she can understand.
Yeah, which then gets kind of explained in episode 4.
Yeah, and I'm just like, exactly, like Bruno's thinking sensible here, but she wants to be the hero. She wants to save people. This is like her first time. She's kind of giddy, which is just very funny.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Which we finally start to see. Like, I love this arc in terms of like,
Me too.
she kind of just gone along with everything so far in terms of being a hero,
Yeah.
and finally now she's like, oh, this is like this is serious, and also like a lot for a 16, 17-year-old. Like,
yeah.
And I love how she confides in her grandma, particularly because it's so like touching of like, like, man, it's hard. It's so many responsibilities, and like
superheroing
like
sucks.
Yeah, and I love how that show kind of eased into that, because it does seem so like fantastical at first, of like, oh my god, I went to Avengers Con and no consequences, and she kind of just fell and like whatever, and then it's slowly ramping up the stakes.
The Avengers is superhero propaganda. Changed my mind.
Exactly.
Got a Captain Marvel poster perfectly posed. It's the fucking, I think the suit reveal Empire cover.
Yeah. Even on the plane, she's got like her Captain Marvel outfit on. Like, oh, like,
even in Hawkeye, Kate nearly killed herself how many times by trying to be a superhero?
Countless times.
Yeah, and then Hawkeye had to come save her ass.
When like people are like, hell yeah, being a hero, and then they're in the thick of it, and they're like
fuck.
This is a lot harder than I thought.
Yeah.
But yeah, we get some great character moments here. Because after she has a conversation with Bruno then tells her about like, I made you the mask, and by the way, I got into the college thing, and I'm going to be away from you for a while. And she gets like, why didn't you tell me earlier? And he's like, well, I wanted to keep you safe. And
you seemed busy.
You seemed busy. I was like, I love Bruno so much.
Just like me.
But we get my favorite quote of the episode here, because after that, the day happens, then they're prepping for the wedding. And then she's kind of like by herself, hanging out. She got the box from Bruno. She goes outside, and she's like wondering what to do. But then she talks with her dad or her uncle, one of them.
The priest?
The priest, maybe? Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. What do they call it, priest?
The head of church.
Head of the mosque, yes. But he says like I just want to be sure that I'm doing good, that I'm doing the right thing.
Or that Miss Marvel's doing good. And I'm like,
oh yeah. No,
that feels very on the nose.
Miss Marvel's a good person, and she's like, am I a good person? And then he says like, good is not a thing that you
it's not a good thing. It's not good is not what you are, it's what you do.
Yeah, good is not a thing you are, is the thing you do. Yeah, exactly. Which is a great quote. Beautiful quote. Straight from the comics, apparently.
I'm gonna steal it.
Yeah,
it's amazing. It's like the Miss Marvel version of that one guy. I'm kidding. Stan Lee's quote and
Then Uncle Ben.
Uncle Ben, yeah, which is great. Didn't they say something different in Amazing Spider-Man?
What
did they say?
If you had the power to help people, you had a moral obligation to do those things. That's what's at stake here. Not choice, responsibility.
It's like, what the fuck? Just say the quote.
Just say.
Which is then so funny in No Way Home when Tom's like, "How do you know great power?" And Andrew's like, "Uncle Ben said." I'm like, "Did he?
Did he know?" Yeah. Roll the tape. Because
Moral obligation.
He said some. They pulled out the thesaurus and were like, "What's rhymed with responsibility? Moral obligation." I was like, okay.
Great scene with Andrew though.
Yeah, I still like it's the acting.
He didn't think it was his responsibility to be here. Fucking crying.
Great stuff.
Anyway.
But yeah, we get a good mother-daughter moment because she's like in the bathroom like
Yeah.
wondering what to do in episode 3, which I really liked, and the mother's like, "It's gonna
Her
be
knees
fine."
scraped from like getting hit by a drone, but she's like, I fell off my bike.
Yeah, classic fall off the bike. Yeah,
I forget Kamala is like still human. She like her biology isn't altered yet fully, so she really is just like using like tech in a sense, but she's susceptible to injury.
Yeah, when she takes an L, she's gonna take an L. Yeah, it's like Matt Murdock.
She's like, "Fuck, man, my ribs hurt." Like,
Matt Murdock goes through so much shit, dude. He borderline died.
It's a running joke in season 1. It was just like,
I remember
Rosario Dawson, help me.
Yeah, like she
Night
would
nurse.
show up to his apartment and he'd be like bloody and just
yeah,
Kind of hot.
she'd be like, "What the hell?" And she's like, "Man, take off your shirt. Like, what are you doing? Like,
Can't
I
go
gotta
to a
clean this
hospital."
wound."
Yeah.
Oh,
I wrote something like this. I'm excited. There.
That's
Anyway,
amazing. I love that trope. But yeah, and then we get a father-son moment with the brother who's getting married and the father when he's like, "I only have like $700 to my name." Relatable.
yeah.
I mean, I have my money, but still. Anyway,
Just like me.
for real.
Semi-relatable.
Even his dad was like, "I'm surprised you have that much."
Yeah.
Like, damn.
It was like, you'll have money in the future. Be happy in the now with who you're getting married to. It was a very sweet moment. I like these character moments because most shows like wouldn't even. This would be like a deleted scene or something. But I like how the show's giving us time with this family, which is amazing. And then we cut to the wedding. We just get into the awesome wedding dance, which was like awkward to watch. And Bruno got in there. It was cool.
Everyone's great. The music's great. Oh man, I want to go.
Brown Jovi, right?
Brown Jovi.
Brown,
bro.
that was hilarious, dude.
I
was laughing my ass
died.
off.
Yeah.
I died laughing, and then
They played the Jovi song, right? What is it called?
yeah, they started
It's a good song too.
Living on a Prayer,
Yeah.
Like the actual like Bon Jovi version. And I was hype as hell. I was like, how in the whole MCU have we not gotten a Bon Jovi song yet? Let's go.
Is this the first time? Are you sure it wasn't played like in the first Iron Man or something?
No, Iron Man was mostly AC/DC and Black
AC/DC,
Sabbath,
yeah.
which then stopped after Avengers, and I'm bummed. But
Right.
Yeah, they don't really play music that much in the MCU anymore.
unless
Too
you're
much
typing.
money.
Immigrant Song goes hard in Ragnarok
True.
That's true.
twice.
I hear Love and Thunder is a
I
killer.
don't even like
soundtrack.
that movie, but
I'm excited for it.
Are you gonna rewatch it
kicked
before
out.
Love and Thunder? You have to.
of course.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll rewatch.
It's funny because I love every other Taika movie but that movie.
The movie is so good. Like I haven't had as much fun in the theater as Ragnarok.
Didn't Ragnarok have a co-writer?
It's
with
good.
Taika?
It's good.
I mean, Ragnarok is just so much fun. It's like the definition of fun. Did it have a co-writer? I'm not sure. Maybe. I'm just thinking of Star Wars where he has like that 1917 woman helping him out. Christy, I think.
If it ever happens.
Yeah.
Pain.
Yeah. Oof.
Where were we? Fire alarm.
Wedding dance, fire alarm, because Kamran's like, my mom's crazy. She went through my phone. We gotta get out of here. Oh
Yeah,
then,
and she
we're
goes-
about to get the dancing between Bruno and Kamala too. right?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
No,
I
let
was
me.
pissed.
I'm
I
gonna
was
break
pissed.
this. I'm breaking this down specifically because
Okay.
this. Okay. So yeah, they were gonna dance, and then he comes in, and from Bruno's point of view, it looks like he's just like, hey, can we talk about like a relationship or something? From Bruno's point of view, and I'm like, don't do this show.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. I don't want a love triangle. So then they get pulled away, and I'm watching all from Bruno's perspective, and I'm just like, fuck, man, it's gonna drive a rift. But he gets let in pretty quick that like they're gonna kill everyone. And I'm like, okay, thank God. So we're not
agree,
running.
Nathan.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not running that chorus yet. Like it's
Yeah.
we're fine.
It was borderline
For now.
tropey, but then Bruno quickly realized like, okay, this guy's coming to help us out. You guys cool.
Oh my God.
He said get Brian out of here. It's like he forgets my name on purpose.
He's doing that on purpose, isn't he? That was great.
You know, it's funny because Kelly made a point of like every guy in this show likes her, like because then we get to the other thing, and but I feel like they're kind of more friends when we get to episode 4. But it's adorable, right? Like every guy is totally like, oh my God, I'm head over heels for her in a different
Which is
way.
amazing.
But, like, and I love the navigation of that because it's so awkward and like I'm like pulling the blanket up. I'm like no. Stop. But it's so good.
She has her own harem. It's amazing.
Oh my god, harem.
Miss Marvel the anime. Let's go. This makes for a fun anime. But
I want to watch some harem animes. Evan, send me your list.
I'll send you a couple. Sword Art Online. Sword Art Online is like the epitome of the harem. Where it's like a new girl every episode.
Oh.
Anyway, Sword Art is a lot. It's action based, but there's like a. Anyways.
James Bond.
So yeah. Speaking of the action scene in episode 3 was really cool because they're all in the cornering her in the dance floor after everybody's left. And he starts using her powers because these people come in with like some crazy whip belt thing, spears and daggers and shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
They were really stepping up with the action.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Episode 3 was great. Episode 4 was even better. I'm like, wow, okay. Better chasing than Book of Boba Fett.
every episode. It haunts Evan's nightmares.
Come from me.
Good.
I didn't even mind it when I first saw it. It was more so Carson, but I just like making fun of it.
You can't unsee it.
He spun for no reason.
Nah, that's not even.
That was dope.
Yeah, I rewatched it after Carson like talked shit about it. I'm like, yeah, it's not that bad. Or not that great.
There's a Rancor and he's like King Kong.
Yeah, the action's really cool. Poor Bruno gets hit with a flying chair, and he's like out for the count after that.
He gets the wind knocked out of him. He is limping for days.
But yeah, I like the Bon Jovi mix with it all. She's hiding in the kitchen. Oh, we get the funny moment with the chef because Kamala's like, "We gotta get out of here, gotta get out of here," and the chefs are like, "Yeah, whatever."
Anyway,
then everybody busts on in. The black chef is like, "Fuck this, I'm out."
One guy knocked out. She was like, "I don't get paid enough."
I don't get paid enough. And I was like,
no,
let's
fuck
go.
this. Honestly,
Which is like, I need more of this in the MCU because at this point, yeah.
It's like,
because I hated that TikTok person that was like, what if there was a show of normal people in the MCU? But like,
there's an A24
just layer
film?
it in. Just layer it into the. What if we did a drama set in a super? Just make a drama. Just make a drama. An original drama. It's not hard. I mean, it is hard, but you know, like you don't have to. It doesn't. Everything doesn't have to be in the MCU to be a drama. Like,
that'd be a funny like review. That's basically what M. Night did with Split.
Honestly,
basically,
he made a drama, and then it's like, oh yeah, this is in the Split universe. Boom.
Right, like.
Blew my fucking mind.
I remember I saw that before seeing Unbreakable, and I was like, oh, is this like a spin-off of Signs? Holy crap.
I think I did too, actually.
Or not Signs, Sixth Sense.
I pity both of you. You don't know how long I've waited.
And then I watched Unbreakable.
Then I watched Unbreakable.
Motherfucker, watch it again. That's my next fucking birthday commentary. I'm gonna force you to watch.
Alright, fine.
Revisit. Peak.
Yeah, I swore it was like Sixth Sense, and the guy behind me, the movie theater, was like Unbreakable. I'm like, Jalen's Unbreakable. Jay was like, we gotta watch that. I was like, yeah, we do, and we loved it.
Yes.
It's a great movie, right, Carson?
Before Nolan.
It's okay.
There was
M. Night's best.
The lifting weight scene, so dumb. I'm sorry. It's
dumb.
So stupid.
Dumb.
You're dumb.
How?
So dumb. It's so dumb.
Oh, Carson, I love you, but fuck you. It's so good. I mean, it's funny. It's supposed to be funny.
I know.
Go watch Stuckman's videos.
I think
on
I was in a bad. I think I was in a
it.
bad mood when I watched it because I'm normally like all about M. Night.
Were you back to back with Ragnarok on this? Jesus, who were you?
No, I don't
watch the
know.
Ragnarok.
I don't know what the context was, but
I remember the infamous thing where Carson first got added to the group chat, and he instantly was hating on Ragnarok, and I was like, "Who is this fucking guy?"
So, I didn't bring it up, by the way.
Said Celebration.
I did not bring this up.
The OG group chat?
No, it was like Disney Shield or something.
Yeah, yes, I meant. Yeah, that was like.
No, was it? No.
I think it was just. I think before it was.
No,
that was
and person.
And Caesar, I think.
I think Caesar was later.
It might have been.
Evan eventually, and I was like, "Huh."
Yeah.
Nathan's so funny. Every time a new person gets added, he's like, "I don't know what to say."
I'm so antisocial and
you're
awkward.
So antisocial that you're even antisocial over Twitter, and it's really funny when you like a new person gets added. You're like,
I remember
Arjun, hey.
Connor and Alden got added, and I was like, twice the pride, double the fall.
Who are you?
Get out of here.
I know.
Motherfucker took a tumble in 2014 and hasn't been the same.
You're right.
Ever since then, he just quotes Star Wars randomly to people. Twice the pride, double the fall.
What is that from?
It's Revenge of the Sith.
Oh, right.
My powers have doubled since last time we met.
If I go on Big Brother, I'm just be quoting
That's
Star
such
Wars
a George line. I love it.
Yeah, so dumb.
Christopher Lee sells it so well.
Christopher Lee said he sells it so good. Yeah.
Man.
Good.
I wish he was still alive, dude. I wish he would have been
Man,
here
I
for
know.
the
How
Attack
old
of the
was he when he
Clones.
died?
90s, I think.
Was he 90?
Late 80s, maybe?
Was he
He's
born in
been
the 30s?
around.
He's been like, yeah, his career started in the...
The man knew Tolkien.
When did his career start? I think the 30s or 40s. It's like he had like a 60-year career, like over Hollywood or something. I'm pretty sure. And theater and everything.
I feel like
too.
at least the 60s.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. Because he died in the early 2000 or late early 2000s.
We're looking up. All right, here we go.
Christopher Lee, I want to say 2012.
It's a shame that I only really have seen his roles
2014
in
Lord
of the Rings
Star
and
Wars.
Star Wars. I would love to do like a Christopher Lee deep
At least
dive.
some commentary deep dive, yeah. I want to
He's
say
just an
2012 or
incredible
2014.
actor. Like
right?
he's like what a master actor. Like it looks like him and Ian, like just the most like masterful British actors you'll ever know.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, and like Maggie Smith too. I would say like every time I see her in like the Downton Abbey trailer, I'm like, let's go.
that would not be a score goes so hard.
It does.
They really do. Every time I'm like, why the fuck am I emotional for a show I've never watched? It makes me want to watch it.
My mom loves that show.
I'm like, it's not even McGonagall, but I'm in. Like,
What do you got for us, Nathan?
Christopher Lee passed the age of 93.
93?
He was born in
2000 what?
15. He was.
I was
15.
He was
I was
born in
like,
1922 and passed in 2015.
Because I remember the schmo was talking about it. I was like 2014.
So like he had a career since the 40s.
I'd
In
imagine.
his 20s,
yeah.
presumably.
Yo,
That's
Ian
insane,
McKellen.
dude.
That's great.
So he had been acting for probably like at least 60 years by the time he did like Lord of the Rings and
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Oh fuck! I'm fucking. He'd be 100 today.
Wow.
Today?
Holy shit.
Well,
Or yesterday?
as of May 27th, he would have been 100.
Still.
So we passed that.
Crazy. We should have done top 10 Count Dooku scenes.
Good. Plus the pride. Double four.
And it's so amazing that his character lives on in all the books and stuff because I just
Because
like
of the Jedi.
vividly see him, and it's so nice to be able to read those books and like see like young, even try to like look up pictures of like young him or like him in his 30s type thing.
Tolkien wanted him to play Gandalf in the adaptations, if ever.
Damn.
I mean, he could have, honestly.
Oh yeah, but I'm fucking Saruman's so good.
It's perfect.
Love that character.
Broke my fucking child brain to have to distinguish Saruman and Sauron.
Sauron.
Yeah, I got so confused growing up. I'm like, what the hell? I'm still confused by that franchise.
My even more rot idiot child brain was like, it's not called the Darth Star. Fuck.
The Darth.
Yeah, my mom kept saying Dark Vader. I'm like, I'm pretty
Me
sure.
too. Fuck.
Yeah.
I was missing
Lord of the
form.
Rings rewatch. When does this show come out? September, first week of September.
For what?
Lord of the Rings.
September 12th. It's like 3 weeks after House of Dragon.
Andor.
The
Are
Dragon.
they? I forget. Are they canon to the movies?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all canon.
It's all
'cause
fully
it's so far
canon.
in the past.
Yeah, this like what?
so
What-
The
what
High
did Carson-
Republic.
I think they said like 500 or so years.
It's
No,
at least
it can't be.
200 or 300.
I think
years.
200. Because we
I think
have
200.
Galadriel. She's searching for Saruman.
Right, because we still have elvish people that are like around.
Yes.
That we sort of.
And the other people are like in this series. They're gonna be, they're cool with men, right?
Yes, and so it's like that whole
Yeah.
thing of like they have
What
it
went
soured
wrong?
on them.
Now I know it's
Yeah.
fiction.
Exactly. So it's like what went wrong with the elves, the orcs, and everything. Like the orcs are
The
expanding.
orcs makeup looks so good. Those,
fantastic.
uh,
yeah.
Back to form.
We're gonna have so many shows talking about like Andor, this House of the Dragon.
House of Dragon.
So exciting.
We have.
My cup of pint.
What else is coming out in the fall?
Basically.
There's like 2 other shows in it. Oh, we got the whole Tales of the Jedi, which I'm speaking of Dooku. We're
thrilled.
And Bad Batch.
Bad Batch. Oh my god. I'm Bad Batch, guys.
It's fantastic.
We don't miss.
Omega hype.
But anyways, I think we can move on to episode 4.
Yes.
Well, hold
Marvel.
On. Hold on. Big reveal. Her other friend found out. Her
Nakia did.
Oh right.
Yeah. She was not happy.
To be.
But she had to get over it.
To be figured out. I feel like that was.
I
felt like it was coming in the show.
Me too. I'm glad they handled it within this episode because earlier she was like, "Oh yeah, I'm elected. Now I'm an official board member," which was a cute moment. Mm-hmm. But also she does not like Miss Marvel because she ruined the whole thing. She doesn't care about what's going on in the world.
Right.
So that's
also,
interesting.
It's so adorable how she goes from that whole reveal and just immediately helping Bruno. Like,
yeah, I loved
okay?
it.
Like,
yeah. I love their friendship so much.
And then she also, I think she texts her on the plane too, like, I don't care, like, I'm sorry, like, text.
Yeah, she had whole missed messages and stuff like that.
I don't. Was it? I thought
was that from her or was it from?
I thought it was revealing like Kamala like was sending messages and then she did like a long scroll of other messages.
But they are all great messages though.
Yeah, I thought Kamala sent them.
Kamala sent them to her.
Oh, okay.
Kamala got an Android.
See, I'm like, they're not blue, so.
Oh, look at this guy.
I remember like at one point she like goes to her home screen. I'm looking at the style of the apps. I'm like, it's an Android. Come on, yes, it's an Android.
I love it. It shows up in the plane window. I was like, damn.
That was cool.
I
honestly wasn't expecting them to go like right away to.
Me either. Well, prior to that, she stumbles home and everyone's like, "Did you pull the fire alarm? Like what? People were following you and now they got locked up. Like, what is going on? Can you just tell us?" And I legit thought she was gonna come clean.
Me too.
I was like, "What else do you do?"
I wanted her to. I would have in that situation be like, you know what, guys, this Bengal thing. Like, come on, you have to tell your family.
Because I really thought it was gonna be a thing where it was like, okay, I mean, probably she's just gonna have to do it behind their back, or just like let them, or an arc for the parents, like let her give their trust. But because I really would have, because I was like, I did not mean to ruin your wedding. I am not trying to be that.
Yeah, no, and you know what's even more sad is because we got enough scenes building up to this that her mom is just like totally shut down any talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
That her mom would at least at first be mad, and so she's just like fearful of that because she's already ruffled her feathers with the whole Avengers Con and just like, you know, life of like asking her to go do things and that whole relationship.
Yeah.
And so then to add this on top, the wedding, and then to add another thing on top, it's like, no, I can't do all of those things at once, which is totally makes sense that she just ran upstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would expect her to be like, okay, like it was just like these bad people were chasing me. Just leave it purposely vague. Like I thought she could say that, but then she just didn't say anything at all.
That's what I would have said. I was like, I don't know, he's crazy, but they were after me. I was scared for my life. But yeah, no, she ends up going upstairs. Clearly, I think it's established negative. She is grounded. Which surprised me because I was like, they let you keep your phone?
I know, right? What kind of grounded is that?
I mean, you know, it's tricky enough to take out your computer, but like, your phone.
But she calls her Nani.
Or Nani calls her.
Nani calls her. It's like, did you see the vision? Because during the fight, they had the vision of like the train. It said 1942. It said Karachi. So did the Kamran's mother as well. And then Nani said, "Yeah, you should come to Pakistan so we can talk about it." And then it's like, "Oh, wow, okay." And that's like when the end of the episode. Her and her mother are going to go to Karachi. And that's episode 4, right?
Cut to episode 4.
She's on the train or plane with the sloth.
Automobile even.
Yeah. That shit is so funny. The poor guy in the middle seat.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't want to move.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't switch, but it sets up a funny scene.
It does.
I would totally would have switched.
Because I mean, I was not. It threw me off because like we were panning from a plane. And I was like, not already. Surely a flashback of some sort. And then it was Kamala, and I was like, did Kamala go by herself? And then it's her mom, and I'm like, Nani? What is the does her mom know?
Aisle seat's kind of goated, low-key.
I love aisle seats.
In hindsight, yes.
Like, it was so nice. Like, I forgot to use the bathroom before getting on my second flight or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then just to be able to, like, get up and not have to, like, ruin everybody's day. So, like, it's so rewarding. It's like, oh, my God, I don't have to, like, hey, can you, like, get up?
I hold it.
Yeah, I don't like using.
I risk kidney failure.
I don't either. And then there was turbulence, and so it was horrible.
It's like, ah!
On my flight, I'm sucked. I was very
knocked out.
That's right. You had the direct flight both ways, right?
I did. So it's
That
6
shit was
straight
like
hours.
4 hours, right?
6.
6?
6.
I got massive jet lag.
Yeah, Cali to New York.
Dang.
Yeah.
But yeah, episode 4, we get on the plane, straight to Karachi.
No grounded for now, for truce.
Yeah, truce.
Yeah, which is great.
Like, it was very understanding.
They meet the cousins there. It's so funny because the cousins come to say hi. And it's like, okay, we'll see you tomorrow. I'm like, you just come to the airport to say hi? Is that normal?
It was so weird because, like, at first it seemed like real hyped, but then, like, any other time they're just like, all right, yeah, go to the trains. We'll be around. Stay safe, I guess.
Yeah.
Hello?
Let's fast forward to that real quick because I'm just. You're going to leave somebody's
And
first
apparently it was the middle
time
of
in
the night,
Karachi.
right?
What?
And it was in the middle of the night, too.
Yeah. I was talking about like when they leave her for
Later
the
in
train
the
thing later in the episode.
Right. Oh, yeah. They're like, oh, stay safe, I guess.
Yeah, I'm like,
I know
this
what
is
you're talking about.
Pakistan. Anything. She's like, what, 16, 17? Like,
Yeah, like.
anything.
I didn't think
can
she would
happen.
find the train station because at a point the dude giving direction was like, take a left, another left, a little way to the right. There's this thing there.
Yeah, that was not
I was
great.
like, and even she was like,
Sure. Yeah,
but she
but it's
found
like-
it, and I was like,
she
you found it?
immediately. Yeah, I was like, what? I thought it was like a trap or something. But
I mean,
yeah. But anyways, yeah. So she gets on. She gets back from the plane trip. They go home. Is there anything big here?
Pakistan is cool. Look at all these cool shots. It's cool.
Yeah, she's like in the car and like she's holding her grandma's hand,
Mhm.
kind of signaling things to come. With
Yeah. In general, I just want to say, like, I love this episode in general because we just got a lot of time to breathe in Pakistan. There's a lot of small moments, which again, I love about the show. There's a lot of small moments within each episode that adds and builds so much character for the families and for like the city in general. Pakistan got a great shine here. It wasn't like orange or anything.
Oh God, thank God.
It wasn't no stupid like look to it. It felt very genuinely Pakistan, just like in Moon Knight. We got a great look at Egypt. It was just very cool how we get to spend time in these cities. I just like all that stuff. The culture and all that stuff was really awesome.
Mhm.
And I like the grandmother here. So we see the grandmother, and she seems to be very similar to Kamala, like more outgoing. She was kind of like the pariah of her family, just like Kamala was or is. The semi-pariah of her family. She's very different. She likes like Captain Marvel and everything. She's very just different from her family.
Every time I hear the word pariah, I think of the fucking argument scene, the Venom sequel. Tom Hardy's performance. Wow.
Oh,
Anyway, you can go back to your thing.
I can't tell you what the scene was.
I can.
But
It's okay though.
yeah, we see that the mom never really believed in the grandma's story. Is that kind of why the relationship dissipated? Really,
I love that
because-
scene of just the two of them.
Great
It's,
scene.
it's later on in the episode, but
yeah, I'm just going.
Yeah.
everywhere.
it's so important to like the whole rift of the family, and then like even just in general the rift between her mom and Kamala, that like because she sees hints of Aisha and like that kind of like free-spirited sort of thing. It's like,
yeah.
and in her mom's mind, that's what messed up the whole family, which is just like tragic in and of itself, because
Oh,
it just hurts. And then you see like they really haven't talked at all, and then even when her mom is like, hey, you should move to America because you're getting old, it's like, no, it's just like it's like sort of awkward.
she's like, in here, I thought you moved to America to get away from me.
Yeah, that hurt.
Really good writing in that scene, and the whole truffles thing, and then Kamala comes home and her mom is just sitting there kind of just sulking over the whole conversation. I was
Yeah.
like, that's really, and it was a really short scene, but it was like really purposely.
And they have a
powerful.
cute moment
Yeah.
together.
It's like the taffy, right? You said truffle.
Yeah. How do you chew this? It's like
Tough teeth.
Tough teeth.
Have you guys had those? Like, I'm not really.
No.
It's like
Taffies? Yeah, I've had
taffies.
taffies.
It's like I'm not a huge fan of those.
I've had
Not a huge
Laffy
fan.
Taffy.
I don't like them unless they're like, unless you go to a candy shop and get them like the fresh ones that they make like kind of off
Fresh
the thing.
pulled.
Yeah, the fresh. You see that it's that kind of thing.
Mhm.
Otherwise, even after a day, I'm like, I don't like the texture of it. Like it just
Not good.
hurts. Like it's
Yeah.
not fun. Like,
Maybe that's why I never liked it. I had like the bad version.
I'm not laughing, Bob.
I'm not.
Oh, I killed him. Oh no.
Killed the man. But I agree. No, I have no idea.
Okay.
Just making up shit now.
And Evan original.
Exactly. Yeah, I was gonna lie to Indiana Jones, but I was like, I'm too tired to lie.
Never been before.
Not like this. Not like this.
I'm with Carson though. I like that. It's interesting that the mother is upset. Or really kind of like had that bad relationship with the mom because of all the crazy stories about Aisha and everything like that.
Yet she's trying to fix everything.
She's trying to fix everything. She's trying to clean the whole house. We see it we get some character through her actions, which is very cool. It's just very interesting. And I had a theory going into episode 4 that maybe the mom saw the vision with the train thing because the grandma saw it. How come the mom didn't see it?
Me too.
But I'm gonna I'm gonna blame that the mom doesn't really believe in it. That's why she didn't see the vision compared to the grandma. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, because she had like an interesting line about she's like you always like buried in these stories, but like I needed my mom.
Yeah,
Which is sad.
she never really believed in the stories, which I think is why she doesn't have I guess she technically has the Noor power too, just like Kamala, but it's very latent because she doesn't believe in it. It's kind of like Rey, right? Where Rey has the Force, but until she started fully believing in it, that's when she got strong, of course.
Yeah.
Power is believing, I guess. Polar Express. Seeing is believing.
There it is. Starring Tom Hanks in 5 roles.
Yeah. Peak fiction. But yeah, I made that note about the mother and grandma thing a lot because it's very interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, one of the big facets of this episode is we get introduced to the Red Daggers. In the comics, the Red Dagger is a character, the character we see in the show, wearing the red bandana. He's from Pakistan and moves to New Jersey, becomes a friend of Kamala's. In the show,
I love how she makes fun of it too.
it looks like
what are you wearing? They both make fun of each other.
Yeah, in the show he's from Karachi, and I don't think he's gonna move to New Jersey, but it's possible. Just like they can be like the comics. But
Maybe
either way,
season 2, Evan.
maybe
And he loses home.
Yeah. Waleed got oof.
No, he seemed
Waleed.
cool.
He did. He was going off. But yeah, Red Daggers. I like when she comes down from the train area. She looks at the sign. What is the sign? It's something. I thought it was like Miss Marvel related.
No, it says
When she goes to the train sign before she gets hit with the dagger.
she's just trying to read it because it's like it's like that historic construction zone.
Yeah.
No, it was
Was it an Ant-Man thing?
Yeah, it was graffiti. It was an Ant-Man thing, and it was a hopeful quote. Yeah, it was a hopeful quote of just you'd be like something about you can be great no matter how small you start, or something.
Yeah. Anyway, she gets hit with the Red Dagger from the Red Dagger guy. What's his name? Fuck. The guy that dies with lead. The best friend is called Red Dagger.
What was her name? Like Sloth.
Sloth. Yeah, she's like Sloth King or something like that. Sloth, something like that.
Yeah, so good.
Very funny. But either way, I'll just say Red Dagger for now. And it was this very awesome fight sequence. She's becoming better with her powers. There's one moment where she uses her fist. The fist, of course, shines up. The Red Dagger jumps on top of it and starts tracking her through her fist projection.
Yeah,
which was really cool. And they're falling, and then they make some Thor jokes and everything like that. It was very cool. Ninja Turtles, I mean, not Thor.
Yeah,
Ninja Turtles.
she was like, "Did you get your fighting from Ninja Turtles?" And he was like, "Did you get yours from Donkey Kong?"
She's like, true.
All right, good stuff.
Yeah, and then they're fighting off and on. It was just really cool. And then, like when she got the dagger and just throws at him, goes nowhere. Classic joke, works every time.
Best fight scenes are when they're fighting and they're like commenting on their style of fighting because it's friendly sparring at this point.
Exactly. Right. But eventually they realize like they're on the same team here, and then he shows her to the Red Dagger's lair. And this is where we get another exposition dump from Waleed.
Because they're and he does this because like they turn out they're after the same person.
Yeah, they're both after
or against rather.
Or yeah, they're both against like clandestines or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and this episode dives a little bit more into the fact that the Noor dimension is how should I say it? It's like associated with our dimension. It's like it's only separated by a barrier, and this barrier can be broken down with the power of the bangle that Kamala has. That's why the clandestines want you, so they can go home. But when they do that, their dimension is going to override our dimension.
World domination.
Cause big boom. Big boom.
Big boom.
Big boom.
Which is not great. That's why the Red Daggers are the protectors of their realm. And they seem to be inspired by Aisha. It seems like they started during Aisha's time in 1942.
Yeah.
That's the vibe you guys got?
Because we don't really... They got transferred during... I can't remember.
Was it during the partition?
I think so. I don't know if we know the specific details of how they got here.
We don't. But like, I just felt like this organization, like, figured out the whole thing about the Noors and stuff from Aisha, I assume. Because again, they don't know where Aisha went anywhere after that train incident where she saved her grandmother through a trail of floating stars. They said it's like, I saw a trail of floating stars, says the grandma, and all of a sudden I was on the train. I never saw Aisha again. I have a theory about that.
Okay.
Is Kamala going to be the one, now that we know that she's in the past, is she can be the one to save her grandmother and put her on the train? Are we going to Prisoner of Azkaban this shit?
See, this is what I want to get your theory about, because I still think it's just a flash thing. I don't think it's like she's there, because nobody notices her.
But a dude interacted. He like avoided her because she got in the way.
Motherfucker.
I took specific notice because I always look for that shit.
I didn't notice that, but I do think she's there.
Because wouldn't people be like, what the fuck are you wearing? Like,
everybody's trying to get on the train. They don't give a fuck what she's wearing.
I guess.
Everyone's like, yeah, they're like, fuck, I want to get on this last train. Let me get the hell out of here.
I just hear people crying, separating from their families. It's
exactly.
Awful.
Yeah, it's not great.
Right.
Not great, Bob.
Okay, but Evan, you bring up Prisoner of Azkaban, which is time travel, and
it's just a good movie.
And you had my curiosity, but now you have my attention.
The second act over, but we didn't even get to the third act yet. Holy shit! It's not my dad. Expecto Patronum. Peak, honestly, peak.
It wasn't my dad, man. It was me.
Fuck.
God damn it!
Dumbledore is like,
does that make sense?
I ain't saying what to do, but just go.
Motherfucker was like,
great delivery,
cryptic as hell, and he's like, ta-ta.
He just going down the steps. Peace out.
Speaking of another,
and then like right out of the fucking doorway, he's like, did what? Good night.
What's his name? Michael Gambon.
Sure.
Gambon, yeah.
Love him. Half-Blood Prince performance when he's sipping the fucking Horcrux.
Kill me.
It's so good.
It is.
And then Harry's like, fuck you, drink it. Right.
And he's like crying, dude. Like, and
painful.
Then, the whole fire scene, dude. He gets up, he fights through it.
Yeah. Half-Blood Prince, guys. Speak fiction.
Water. Scoop. Nothing.
That movie.
I love it.
When's the commentary?
We have to. It feels like we did it, but we just talked about it for 3 hours.
We have to get Emma back. We have to get Emma back.
Oh, for the commentary,
so
that'd be fun.
She can fight us on the Ginny burning
the shoelaces. It is awkward.
Another war in hard names.
Where's Emma been?
It's just so just everything. It's such a well-made film that I just forgive everything. It's kind of an issue, but I don't care.
if the weakest part is like an actor's chemistry, I'm like I can override it. Yeah, but yeah. So I think Kamala, contrary to Carson's awful opinion, no, I'm kidding. But
whoa.
In my opinion,
take it easy, sweetheart.
I think it's possible that she could be the one to help bring her grandmother to safety on the right train.
Possible. Like that.
But either way, like this, where Kamala is at the end of the episode is where the last time we see Aisha. So what happens to her? I'm very excited to see what flashback we get in episode 5 here. This is usually in these episodes, these 6-episode shows. Episode 5 is usually when shit goes down.
That's true.
So I'm very excited.
Calm before the storm.
I do hope next episode we get half in Karachi, half back in New York with some Bruno. I don't want to get everything with Bruno and Nakia, the new costume, all in the finale. I have a feeling that's what might happen. But either way, I can hope. But yeah. So yeah, that was episode. This is my theory as we see her go in the past there. But yeah, I like the explanation they give for the Noor in general. It's side by side with ours. And I don't think they say like they act like the clandestines are all evil. I don't know if that's fully true because Aisha was part of their group, and she's obviously good, right? She made the decision not to reveal the bangle to her friends. She decided to just hide off and pass it down to her family that she made when she separated from her friends. Aisha did. So I'm curious to see what made her want to stay in this realm. Who did she meet? Is this a big romantic story kind of thing?
War in her name?
Exactly. We gotta stop saying that.
Sorry.
But
Wait.
Now I feel like I bother someone.
No, you're fine. You got attention.
Nathan, shut the fuck up. God.
Nathan, God.
Oh. Banging from your own pod, you fuck.
Where's the button at? But
Mutes himself.
yeah, it was just very cool. After this, though, I don't have much else in terms of my notes from this episode besides like the action sequence we got.
Oh my god, the whole chase scene is pretty incredible. How long it goes on, like
chase sequences in Pakistan must be awful because it's such a tight road, cars flying all over the place, like people's belongings and shit. Usually I don't care, but that's like everybody's livelihood and shit. I felt like my cabbage. I was about to say my cabbages. Like, fuck.
Oh yeah, those get.
That was awful. Like this guy finished stacking all those drinks and Kamala was like, gone.
Oh, like half the truck fell off, and I was
I'm
like,
pissed.
oh no! And then he falls into it, and I'm like,
not great.
This whole
like
business.
glass shards in his face and shit. No. But
I don't think.
Not like this.
Not like this, Kamala.
No,
it's drive, not reverse. But yeah, it was really cool.
She was like, "Oh, I gotta drive stick on the wrong side of the road."
Practice makes perfect. Season 2 is like the best driver ever.
I hope not. I hope it's just.
Meanwhile,
I hope it's just like it's like she finally gets her license. She's coming home. She's like.
Meanwhile, Jake from Moon Knight is just in the limo, like whipping around.
Oh gosh.
Let's go.
So yeah, the chase sequence was really well done. Had a lot of fun with it. Waleed again he's fighting all 4 of them at the same time.
Oh, he's going off in the smoke.
Really cool.
In that first part.
Oh yeah, in the smoke, he was just fighting all of them, bare hands, no weapons.
At one point, he leads them away from Kamala, and like as they're running over, he's like, and then runs. And if I ever saw that, I'm like,
no. Yeah.
Fuck.
I'm gonna follow my target.
Clearly not.
But then he gets hit in the back by Cameron's mom. Not great, but he sacrificed himself to kill the other dude.
Dual stab.
The guy with the belt.
Yeah.
And then I like how Red Dagger looks at it, is like, he's gone. We gotta keep on moving. I'm like, he didn't even check the body. But yeah, he just keeps on moving.
Also, the way they broke out of a damage control, for like first time we see like the super.
Oh yeah.
Tournament.
That is in my notes too. Yeah, that's like it's the same facility that we'll see in She-Hulk.
I guess so.
We saw a little bit of it in Shang-Chi when the Abomination goes back to where it is.
In the background.
In the background, yeah. But I think in the She-Hulk trailer, we see here more of it because she's talking to Tim Roth.
No longer are we using the raft, I guess.
Yeah. Too much of a budget.
Fuck. Everybody wants me to pull it out of the water every damn time.
Yeah. Oh, we also didn't mention, Cameron gets lost behind by his own mom. That's fucked up.
Still freedom though.
Yeah, she just left him in the fucking prison, dude.
Yeah, I mean, he's outside. He's fine. But
yeah, she did break his chains.
So I guess we'll see him next.
But he's
week,
still injured. He got like concussed.
Yeah, point blank range with that sonic weapon or whatever.
They were carrying him, and he was like, the dude was like, sorry.
Yeah, I just do what she says. But yeah, the end fight with her, Kamala fighting against Cameron's mom, and then she hits Kamala's bangle with the dagger, and
it gets pierced.
And then that's when she gets to the time thing.
Didn't initially like she grabbed on and they both looked on.
That was episode 3.
That was 3. Okay. But yeah, then this one, it got.
She
pierced.
falls back. So I think it's gonna be kind of like the Moon Knight thing where it's all gonna happen in a minute. Like she's gonna wake up and time hasn't passed or something like that. That's what I assume.
Okay.
Just like when Moon Knight got shot, and then he was like, "Oh wait, no time has passed.
No time to die.
No time to die." But yeah, so next week we're gonna be in the past, Back to the Past, Samurai Jack. So
good job.
Thank you very much.
We got to get Back to the Future.
So many Back to the references.
Back to the reference.
But yeah, either way, episode 3 and 4, phenomenal. Loving this show so much.
Expecto Patronum. We shall see.
But yeah, my main theory is that like she's gonna be the one to help her grandma. I'm very curious to see why she stayed in India and had a family and didn't help out her friends. Granted, her friends are, what?
Curveball theory. She's in the past and she sees herself, but everyone else sees her great grandmother.
Oh, that's kind of like Russian Doll.
Wait. Roll that back.
Okay, so Kamala's back in time, and she's like looking at herself, and we as the audience look at her, we see Kamala. But if she were to like say like look in a mirror, or like everyone else views her, they're seeing Kamala's great grandmother.
Like the mantle of the mangle.
Yeah, so it's like a placement in time, being that like she's in the position of her great grandmother. Yeah, that was the end of the sentence.
I love that theory.
Okay.
That was a concept in Russian Doll season 2.
I need to watch that.
Season 2 I did not like very much at all.
Oh.
It was a slog. It was a chore to get through it
was a
couple weeks
chore.
ago. Chore. I don't say that about a lot of shows. I was like, this was a big step down from season 1.
Was it still Leslie Hewlin?
No, she left because she's doing it. I think it's called The Acolyte. I think that's what it's called.
That's not a real show.
Not at all. According to Kathy Kennedy.
What about Natasha? I thought Natasha Lyonne is the
She's great.
producer. Maybe?
She's a producer. Yeah, her and Amy Poehler are still producers.
Amy Poehler.
Amy Poehler.
Ooh.
Oh. Okay.
Come on, guys. I can't giving you guys all the facts.
Why not?
You are.
Aren't you the fact checker?
Yeah. Well, no, but yeah.
You fact check. Carson shares the screen.
Yeah.
I hit record and stop.
Oh, come on. Man.
Dedicated roles.
I move the camera.
There is no time for anything else.
I can flip the switches. I can turn the knobs.
You edit every week, right? You edit like all the curse words we say in the show.
Mm-hmm.
You give us a bleep, right?
Updated versions.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Well, no, we never say anything. We're all advertiser friendly. Do not tell YouTube.
So
fuck off,
I have it automated that like we're fine, so it can be monetized faster. I can make 3 cents.
That's amazing. We got some good views in our last Hyperspace hype, by the way.
For what? Oh,
Hyperspace hype. That's
people popping off since they came here. It was so fucking jarring.
Obi-Wan chills, join us.
Dude, it was so fucking jarring.
Yeah.
It was so fucking jarring because we did the penultimate episode and we got like I think like 150, and then we did our live stream of Alien and it had like 9 views.
Yeah,
and then we did the finale of Kenobi and it was like 180. And I was like, I see the target audience.
Oh no, our Prince of Egypt is like a 150 right now.
That did. I think it's some niche pocket we found.
Prince of Egypt. We found the Prince of Egypt fandom. What?
At
Yo,
last!
We found you.
My true passion.
My first fandom was Avatar. Hopefully that fandom comes here.
Once we tap into that,
We'll talk about that in a few minutes.
Covering Netflix weekly.
Yeah.
Or it's gonna be all at once, isn't it? Fuck.
We're getting the Netflix stuff. We're getting animated
Watch me
shows.
begrudgingly go from
movies.
hating on that show to loving it.
Me too. Yeah, I'm very.
We're gonna have to like do like back-to-back days. Like, all right, here's first 4 episodes review. This next 4. Like, damn it.
I did a podcast yesterday at LA Comic-Con. Hector Navarro had a podcast with.
I thought you said you did.
No, I wish. Hector Navarro did a podcast with Dante Brasco.
Oh.
I'm forgetting her name. Crap. The Cora voice actress. Lauren. No. Kate. Shoot. I'm blinking. But the person who voiced Cora, she has her own podcast with Dante about they're going through each and every Avatar episode. They're on season 1 right now. I've listened to the first episode. It's really high quality, really good. I recommend you guys listen to that podcast. I'll link it to you. They're going through. They have a guest each episode. But yeah, I'll link you guys the one from yesterday because it revealed a lot of info about the Avatar movies. Because they interviewed Mike and Brian at the end of the episode. They interviewed the composer who said like there could be some stuff coming up.
I'll never stop fucking laughing at the Dante Bosco interview where he was questioning why the fuck they pronounced their names in the live action movie like Ong, Katera, and someone was like, "Oh, it's because culturally that's how it would be pronounced," and he was like, "Then why the fuck is everyone white?"
Dante's
that's hilarious.
Yeah, it was so funny. I gotta find it.
Fantastic. Yeah.
I saw that, because there was like this whole Instagram post the other day from one of the producers of the new Avatar Netflix series of like,
I saw
we
that.
put so much love into this show, and all the comments were, why the fuck did the original creators leave then?
Oh no,
that's Bob.
That's messed up. I saw a good comment under the Twitter one. I didn't look at the
Instagram. The Instagram one's funny.
Instagram's wild.
He was reassured. I felt reassured.
I felt reassured.
Like, he was definitely like.
He was so happy.
Like,
yeah.
He was standing by his Blu-ray shelf of like all of his criterions of like all the different inspirations that like he took in the show. I was like, poor guy. Yeah. I feel less bad now. I'm like, all right.
I was listening to the Avatar podcast with Mike and Brian. They were like, because Hector Navarro asked them like, what caused you guys to form Avatar Studios? Mm-hmm. And he was like, well, we left a show that should not be named. I was like, ew. Oof.
It's the same name.
That sucks. So they had I assume they had a bad experience with that Netflix series. But
I would imagine it was from like
the producers.
Corporate.
Yeah, I think so too. Hopefully, because again, the guy seemed very genuine inside, and the cast seems very excited, and they had a great time filming it. But I guess we can talk about the after stuff right now since we're on that subject.
Mm-hmm.
On baby.
So throughout this interview, because all the news came from, well, actually, so we have the rumors from a couple weeks ago, the rumors from like a week and a half ago, and then we have the stuff from yesterday. So a week and a half ago, we knew that there was 3 movies coming out.
Mm-hmm. But now we got confirmed with.
Now we have like
rumored.
Rumored.
They're new
from Avatar News. I really recommend you guys follow them. Avatar News, really cool. They have good sources within Avatar Studios. But Kyoshi being the first movie, Zuko being the second movie, Korra being the last movie.
Give me the Zuko movie!
Very interesting.
And specifically that they're not going to be adaptations of the comics.
Yes, we didn't know this. Theories. So prior to this, I was like, okay, they're probably going to adapt the book for Kyoshi.
Zuko's mom.
That's all like post Avatar, right? Or is it the prequel
for
stuff?
Zuko?
Zuko's stuff is.
Zuko is post.
Yeah.
Kyoshi is like.
I think it also has stuff that wraps up what happens to Azula.
Azula's in that. Yeah, it's called The Search. It's a graphic novel.
So it's like a mix of different.
It's not graphic. It's called a comic. It's a comic book, but it's called The Search. The volume is called The Search.
Epilogue.
It's called The Search, and then Korra is called Turf Wars. Which talks about like post season 4 with Kuvira.
Okay.
And the spirit world.
Where did I last hear the title Turf Wars? Oh, fucking Spider-Man PS4.
Oh yeah, the DLC. But yeah, so Kyoshi is set 150 or 100 or 200 years before Avatar because
a couple lifetimes.
She is the Avatar prior to Roku because we know Roku then. She's the one before Roku. Roku lived to be about 70, 80, pretty normal. Kyoshi lived to be about 150 years old. She lived for a very long time.
Isn't Zuko like a fuck ton of years old in Korra?
No, I think he's just 90. I think he's very old.
Just old.
Yeah.
Chris really.
So.
But Kyoshi lived to be a long time because Avatar Carrick or whatever. The Avatar before her was a waterbender. I think the Avatar before her.
Is she the one that's getting the novel?
Yeah. So no. So it's Kyoshi before her was a waterbender. He didn't live very long. He lived to be 25 years old. The one before him is the one that's getting a novel.
Whoa.
And that's Avatar Yan Chen. She was an air nomad. Yeah, because the thing is air, water, earth, fire. Yeah, air, water, earth, fire. Fire.
How
and
good?
Then it was air. And then it was water, Korra. Yeah.
And how good was the Avatar Roku and his
his
lifelong friend episode?
That was fantastic.
Leaving him on the volcano.
And then fucking
suddenly all my plans are possible.
Sozin fucking man, that was dark. That was dark.
And then I drunkenly text you, Zuko's a descendant.
Yeah, that was a great episode. Fantastic. So yeah, Yan Chen is in the book stuff. Kyoshi has 2 novels already. It seems to be the author.
Have you read the novels or any?
I haven't.
Post stuff.
What's Kyoshi like? Is she cool?
I heard she's very cool. She goes out with one of her friends, so just like Korra, she's also, I don't know if she's bi or just a lesbian. Maybe she's bi.
Either way,
but,
good shit.
But either way, great shit.
Women, let's go.
But yeah,
she's back.
She has.
She's bi.
She's bi.
She's bi. That's the one.
This reminds me. Please read the Dr. Afra. There's an article on StarWars.com.
I retweeted it. I haven't even read it yet. I'm gonna read
between Alyssa Wong and Karen Gillan, 2 of the people who helped co-create Afra, of course. And they talk about.
I've listened to parts of that audiobook, and she's like reflecting on her last relationship, which is like really good.
Oh, I gotta read the audiobook. I have it on.
It's like really good.
It's like 5 hours too. I can read that tomorrow if I want.
Yeah, it's like it's audio drama. It's like everybody. The whole cast, like.
Bro, I wonder what Afra's gonna sound like. Who voices Afra?
What's her name?
I have to look that up.
Yeah, they had one already, right?
I can't remember, but she's great. Like I immediately see the comic version just come to life.
Cool.
Like, will we ever get a live action Afra?
I hope so in the future. It's writing itself. But either way, going back to Kyoshi, so she has her own version of Team Avatar in the comics. They're like a traveling group of random people. I think there's an air nomad with them. I think that might be the girlfriend actually, and stuff like that. So she learns through them. She lives a long time because one of the avatars before her also lived a very long time, and she learned how to live a very long time through them. And then of course. She wears the robe because of her mom as well. That's a piece of her backstory, Kyoshi. But either way, we learned through the podcast that because Hector Navarro asked them, "Are you going to be taking inspiration from the novels?" Because from the novels, Mike, out of Mike and Brian, I think it's either this way or the other way around. But I think Mike is the one that is closely associated with how the novels are going. Brian is more so the artist of the group. So he's not really associated with what's going on with the novels. But they both said that these novels are canon. If they want to change things, they will tweak some things. But overall, they are going to be canon. Yeah, they're going to be tweak some things as they continue to write in the future.
The best way to canon.
Exactly. But, and they said, because Hector brought up, like, Lucasfilm has a whole story group. Are you guys going to have that for Avatar Studios? And they say they do have like a story guy, but Avatar's only been around for since early 2000, so they don't have a whole story group like Lucasfilm does, where they keep everything intact. But they do have like visions of what they want for the next few years. And they mentioned video games, they mentioned novels, they mentioned comic books, they mentioned a lot of things outside of movies. There's going to be new TV shows, new animated movies, new animated TV shows in the cards. So very exciting. But yeah, they said overall, these are going to be original stories, not adaptations. The books and stuff will be canon, though, which makes everything so much more exciting. So starting with Kyoshi, the rumored release date for that was 2024. rumor release date for Zuko is 2025.
So a
Korra
year
was
after each other.
2026.
Which I guess makes sense if they're in pre-production.
Makes
on all
sense.
Of them.
Even the article said like those are relative release dates. Anything could possibly change, as we know.
And they're all theatrical, as we know.
All theatrical. Yep.
Let's go!
We're getting theatrical movies. Their upcoming TV shows will be on Paramount Plus.
2024 is going to be a banger with the
exciting.
Lord of the Rings anime movie.
Oh yeah, that's coming out.
Warheim.
Yeah, Battle of Warheim. Yeah. So yeah, I very exciting. I think 2024 seems likely for the first movie. If it's going to be Kyoshi, it seems very likely. I don't know about Zuko being 2025. I feel like
Is
Zuko
it like a
could
2D
be.
CG hybrid? Do we know like what the
Yeah, I'll talk about that
presumably?
too. But real quick, I think the Kyoshi and Korra stuff. I don't know if they're going to be 2025 or 2026.
Right.
Knowing anything, if it was like if they can nail down the art style, maybe. But I feel like they might do every other year.
Because it's going to be the same teams, presumably, right?
It's going to be
Like,
the same
going through
team.
the animation.
Yeah. But even in an interview, Mike and Brian were talking about they might want to try different things depending on the story. So,
Which is
I
cool.
think-
I would love to see different styles, I guess, within the Avatar universe because they have kind of the platform now.
exactly.
Avatar Studios.
And we saw that in Avatar in Korra Book 2, where
Yeah.
Korra is like the basic animation, studio mirror animation. But then in Book 2, we go in the past, well, slight spoiler, we go in the past a little bit with Avatar 1, the first Avatar. And that episode is all in a different animation, which is very cool. But either way, in terms of the animation, yes. So they said, unlike Spider-Verse, unlike Arcane, they're not going to be, how do they phrase it? They're not going to be drawing in 3D in order for it to look 2D.
Yeah, they're not doing like 3D masked as a 2D element. Kind of like I think a good example recently was Chippendale. One of them was still 2D, the other 3D, but like you could tell their proportion was very much 3D with a 2D mask. So
yeah, exactly. I have the quote. That's like Ethan said. They said, we're not planning on doing anything starting purely in 3D. We're not doing anything starting in 3D and then going backwards. But they did say like we're always going to start with hand drawn and go from there. So it's going to be very 2D in terms of direction. Which is tough.
I think 3D elements that they'll use is probably going to be like landscape related, very much like we've seen stuff like Prince of Egypt.
Okay, yeah, I think very exciting. Like, because of course I just want what we got in the early 2000s with Korra and Avatar, but I'm open to anything 2D in general. I just don't want a huge like 3D adventure.
Right.
I like stuff like Arcane, Spider-Verse, but if we get something different, that's awesome.
I mean, those are all pretty solely 3D.
Yeah, those are all 3D. Yeah,
so it makes sense.
Watch Arcane.
yeah,
okay.
By the way,
Please,
watch Arcane.
please,
Right now?
please.
Yeah.
You'll be inspired animation-wise. I guarantee it.
Story-wise, everything
You
wise.
said Ruby?
What?
What inspired?
Animation-wise.
I said animation, story-wise. You'll be
Animation,
inspired.
story,
It's just
character
a perfect show.
design, world design.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Trauma.
I need season 2 immediately. Immediately.
I need it next year badly.
It's right over there.
I'm
I would
down
die.
bad for Arcane season 2.
I would die if it doesn't come out next year. I saw an interview where they were talking, a random YouTuber talking about like anything to do with Vi and what's his name? Vi and Kate.
Kate?
Yeah. I'm just like, ooh. Anyways,
I follow that writer because you followed that writer. And,
Amanda,
she
she's the
always
best.
got them tweets, yeah.
Of course. But yeah, anyways, yeah, Avatar 2D animation. They're not adapting the books. They're going to be cornerstones. They're going to be canon. Composer, because they had an interview with the composer yesterday too in the podcast. He hinted that he's going to be in future projects. I assume that meant the movies. I hope so.
Oh, of course, yeah.
I don't see why not, because he's like, they love him. They're friends with him. And the chorus soundtracks are phenomenal.
I gotta watch Korra. I need to just do a proper rewatch of the whole Avatar. Then
Time to
just
commentary, baby.
Then just dive right into Korra.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I would love to watch those shows with you guys. That could be our next big thing. No, we got Transformers. I really want to do Transformers.
We're doing
too.
Transformers.
Yeah. After our 13 saga, Prey and Predator.
I'm excited about
Alien.
Predator.
Yeah.
You love it.
I was just looking at a franchise the other day. Yeah, fuck. The next big one I want to do, personally, I'm really in a Pirates of the Caribbean vibe.
No, damn it.
What'd you say?
I'm really in a Pirates of the Caribbean vibe.
Oh, what did Carson say?
I said Planet of the Apes.
Oh.
All 5 of the OGs, followed by the Matt Reeves.
Just Matt Reeves.
Just Matt Reeves.
You gotta know where we came from.
Actually, I don't know if I've seen like the originals just like on and off on TV, but I've never like sat down and watched them before.
Carson, there's time travel.
So
I've seen the first one. I don't
really
remember
know
much from
what
it.
this big twist that people are talking about. Like I just kind of know that it's like
You're joking.
I dead ass don't.
You're
know.
joking.
Like,
Of which
serious.
one?
The first Planet of the
I don't know.
Apes?
All I know there's like there's Empire State or fucking
Nathan,
New
this guy
York
joking?
thing. No, I'm.
He doesn't know what the actual landmark is.
Wait, what is happening?
I don't.
One
I
of those
mean,
iconic reveals in cinema history.
I've seen the movie on TV, but I don't have the
damn
context.
nerd.
I don't have the context of like what it means.
Damn you all hell. John Heston.
Because I started with watching Planet of the Apes in theaters with Matt Reeves movies. Like I had no.
The first one isn't even Matt
I had
Reeves.
never
My
really-
first Planet of the Apes movie was the Mark Wahlberg movie. In 2000.
No!
You old.
I was like 4 or 5 years old. Yeah.
In theaters? On God?
Yeah, it was in theaters. I remember seeing it in theaters.
On baby?
Oh my
I think
God.
I was in St. Louis at the
Chimpanzee?
time. When did that come out? I'm not that old.
2004 or something?
I feel like 2004.
Yeah, I was like 8 years old. I definitely saw that in theaters then. Mark Wahlberg,
I didn't.
What an ending.
Apes movie.
I saw
2001.
Incredibles. I saw Incredibles that year, or 2004.
Tim Roth and
In
how about
theaters?
Helena Bonham Carter in there? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw Incredibles in theaters.
I think Michael Clark Duncan's in it too.
He
I
is
saw first movie I remember is Finding Nemo. Probably
In theaters?
it was probably 4 when I saw that. Right? That was 2002 or was that 2001?
Earliest memory I remember seeing a movie in theaters was Chamber of Secrets.
Yeah, Chamber of Secrets, Incredibles.
So you guys are 2002 babies.
I saw Incredibles first on DVD, baby.
You did.
I didn't have the
That's a
luxury.
shame.
Oh, Ben said.
Well, I saw it in the re-release for IMAX double feature.
Oh, very good. Very good.
Ben said, Carson, I wanted you to know that we live on a planet called Earth, just in case you didn't know.
What is he talking about?
What? Are you setting him up for the movie?
Oh. Got you.
But yeah,
Well, we can't be
I've-
spoiled. What did you get?
I've seen the whole scene. Like, there's a beach, there's the Statue of Liberty, but I don't know like what the fuck is
that's
going on.
crazy. I mean, granted, I haven't seen the movie in full in years. I saw it I saw it in my mom's house or my nana's house. I remember liking it, but thinking like the CGI and effects looked bad because I was a kid.
Because when did this franchise start though? Because there's like 3 or
68?
4 movies before
I
it,
thought it was
right?
50s. It could be 60s.
60s.
Sure.
Yeah, we had Planet of the Apes, Beneath the Planet of the Apes, Escape from Planet of the
Ben,
Apes,
you're so right. Incredibles
Conquest
is
for
the
the
goat.
Planet of the Apes, and Battle
Great
for
opportunity to
Planet of the Apes.
bully Josh right now about how low.
Oh yeah,
Incredibles is on
Ben,
his ranking.
we did a top 10 Pixar at a different podcast.
Yeah, go look up Where
it was
Heartbreak
really-
Feels Good
Yeah,
podcast.
Where Heartbreak Feels Good, top 10 Pixar. Incredibles was number 1 because it should be.
Listen, Ben. We will.
What's that other one called? Pirates.
Well, there was
What's
the fourth one.
called?
Fourth one. is
I saw
called
the fourth one.
Freaking
On Stranger Tides.
On Baby Tides.
Awful
Good job.
title.
It's all right. I like it enough.
The first non-gore Pirates, right? I don't even know who directed it.
Was it? I don't know.
Yeah, it is.
I think it was Joe Johnson.
No.
Uh,
No.
not- Hey, it's no Dead Men Tell No Tales.
I turned that movie off after 20 minutes. It's drunken belligerent. I don't even know what's going on in that movie.
Only reason I have come around to the progression of Johnny's performance is because it's played as
He's drunk the entire time.
No, I know, but like it's also like his fucking brain getting fucking scrambled from the season being
Rob
fucking-
Marshall
what's it called?
directed.
Being dehydrated,
Never heard
which
of it.
actually checks out in science.
director of Mary Poppins.
No! How'd he get here?
No, what the fuck?
Who spawned him?
Did I spawn you? Get out of here!
Was he watching the whole time?
No,
Oh my
man.
God.
How do you
First time
always
Incredible?
know?
Somebody leak us in the chat? I don't know. That's weird. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Okay.
Ben calling him out. Call this motherfucker out.
Blasphemy.
Speak of the devil. Honestly.
Ben, it wasn't even in his top 10. Wasn't even in his top 10.
This motherfucker is lucky that he sent us the direct link to the queue this
He
morning.
put a rat in up above.
He put...
He put a rat in up. Yeah. The rat movie sucks.
Where's Klosh? I need Klosh right now.
Oh no.
Oh no, not like this. Oh no.
Honestly.
But we should talk about the release date changes that came out today.
Give me the spice.
Dune Part 2 delayed from October 20th to November 17th, 2023.
Setting it for prime release date for Thanksgiving.
While Godzilla sequel directed by Adam Wingard. Do the roar, Nathan. Do the roar.
Screonk.
Yay!
Let's fucking screonk.
Screonk.
It's my favorite image I found.
That was amazing. Marshall's name fantastic.
Yeah, that's the real news.
2024.
That's what March.
Wait, so it's gonna be...
2024.
Will it be 3 years post Godzilla v Kong?
Yeah.
Didn't it only come out last week?
That was 2021, March.
Yeah, the movies have gone 2014, 2017, 2019, 2021.
It didn't seem that long.
Yeah, it's not that long.
No, it's not.
Same thing for Thor and Ragnarok and Thor.
We're getting a TV show.
Yeah, and you got casting for your Apple TV show today. That was cool.
Let's fucking screonk.
Kiersey Clemens.
Yeah.
Love her.
But let's talk about Dune for a second.
Let's do that because right now. No, you didn't. He's not that crazy.
Cars 3 though.
Yeah. Cars 3, guys. You have to understand. It's the last Jedi of Pixar. No.
The main question I have is, will Hunger Games move? Because
why would they?
No.
I still think there's a lot of uncertainty with this movie. It's a prequel on President Snow, which is a hated character.
Which is why it's intriguing.
Which is why they have Hunter
To you,
Schafer
but
and
to a
Rachel
general
Weisz.
audience.
Well, fans of the fucking book, isn't it?
I don't know.
But,
And granted, I think it's gonna be a good movie. I like the
believe that
cast.
book-
I like
I am
who's
shocked.
directing? Do we know?
the same freaking what's his name?
They got him out of Hunger Games jail. What's his name?
Yeah, no, he did Red Sparrow with Jennifer Lawrence, and then he came back. and was
John.
doing this.
Fuck.
I
Francis
Anybody else
Lawrence.
who-
Francis Lawrence. I remembered.
Beat me to it. Damn it.
I can't believe the book they're adapting was apparently published in 2020.
It was. Yeah. It's like
Huh?
very recent. It's.
I
Very
thought
recent.
it was around for a
No,
bit.
no.
Here's the thing. I agree with Carson about the. It was lesser known than like you don't have your Jennifer Lawrence, who is a box office draw. You don't have like
That teaser though.
it's not related to them.
You have a new actor. I don't know what he's been in. I can't remember.
Nothing big.
And you have Rachel, which Rachel is phenomenal, but
She's not a box office.
she's
draw.
not a box office hit
She's
yet.
more of an
she's
online-
she's so early in her career. How
Didn't
could
someone
she
else
be?
just get cast in it too?
Hunter Schafer.
Hunter
Right.
Schafer.
They're in it.
So you have very much like a Twitter fandom sort
Yes.
of cast right now, but you don't have like the big cast.
and they're not box office draws at all. I think.
I think they will be in their career, but they
in their
just-
like
they're
if this
so
is
early.
post Snow White, maybe this does well.
Yeah.
But I looked at the box office for Hunger
Will it be
Games.
post Shazam?
For part 2
Yeah,
of
but she's playing supporting
Catching,
actress.
or what's the Mockingjay?
Part 2 Mockingjay had the lowest one, but it opened at 102 million. That's the lowest
Right.
one. That's like, and it ended with 656 million, which is 250 more than Dune. I think Hunger Games.
But
is
it was
sitting
also a
pretty.
different time for YA. Like you have to think that that buzz has sort of boiled over. I think.
True. Was
Yeah.
Hunger Games post Twilight?
Yeah, it was all sort of wrapped up, and that was Divergent. All that shit was kind of feeding off each other.
One like ended and the next began, pretty much.
But just the Hunger Games IP in general, these are movies opening above 100 million. Even if we
I don't
say
think it's
like,
open above. I think it would do like
I don't think so either,
70
but-
million.
That's still a lot. In Dune, what's Dune gonna make? Are we gonna say it's identical to Dune Part 1 with 4 million?
I know Dune was.
It's gonna do more.
I think Dune's gonna open up above Hunger Games, above 70 million.
I don't.
I know
Dune was.
I do.
Well, okay, hold on.
Dune?
I do. Obviously Dune was like a big success, but I think when you're going against like a new entry in a series of Hunger Games that is very popular, going up against like Dune, which is I also believe rated R.
Yeah, so it's
It's not rated R. What are you talking about?
Dune?
It's not.
No.
Isn't it?
It's rated
It's
R.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
It's PG-13. You're
No
insane.
way.
No way.
Guys, come on.
No, they were. Remember that orgy scene?
No, you.
A war in my name.
It's PG-13.
Dune
Y'all are insane.
Dune.
Dune.
Josie.
Nathan.
I'm sorry.
You leave the chat.
My apologies.
I can't find ratings online. Where do you fucking look that up at?
I don't know.
Apparently, it is PG-13. I didn't know.
It is PG-13.
Look.
Yeah, Carlton's right for once.
Why do you think it was R?
For Dune to do $40 million while streaming on HBO Max and also making $400 million worldwide is insane to me per the box office kind of recovery point last year. In October, we hadn't had a $1 billion grosser, we hadn't had a Top Gun Maverick, we hadn't had any of that shit. It wasn't recovered yet. It was still in the early stages. And it was streaming.
Yes, true.
And it's a intellectual sci-fi novel adaptation.
But I think
Denis' biggest opening of his career.
not stiff competition for that record. But I agree.
I think Dune Part 2 will at least do 60 million opening weekend.
I agree.
My favorite description of Dune 1 is calling it Zendaya clickbait. Is so funny.
Yeah, see, I agree with Ben. I could be underestimating how popular
Ben
Hunger
say?
Games is. But see, if it was like a TFA sequel with Jennifer Lawrence, then I'd be like, yeah, Dune's fucking.
Oh, easily over 100 million.
Yeah. But because it's prequel, it honestly, this is what I compare it to. It feels like the Lightyear effect a little bit in terms of the Hunger Game thing, where it's sort of uncertain what the movie is actually about. Granted, I haven't read the novel whatsoever.
I need to read the novel too. I heard it's solid.
Like the character of President Snow is obviously a villain in the movies.
He's not. Yeah, nobody's like excited to see.
Nobody's
Snow
like, oh my god, I want to see his childhood. You know what I mean?
No.
Like it's.
People just want to see a Hunger Games stuff.
It's all gonna come down to
that
that first trailer of how I don't know the scope of this movie. Like, is it gonna establish?
You guys know
like
the story?
No, I have no idea what even the synopsis is of like how this came to be.
Snow is a mentor to a girl fighting in the Hunger Games. I think there might be a romantic relationship there. She's from Sector 13.
So he's in his early 20s at this point, right, or something?
Yeah, he's playing her mentor. He's not participating, I don't think.
So he hasn't even become like politically powerful yet.
I think Rachel's the girl participating, and he's her coach.
Mm-hmm.
I think. And Hunter Schafer is playing the.
You have to remember this only ended in 2015, though.
Josh. What do you think, Josh, in terms of like box office potential here? Because I think Hunger Games is still going to surpass Dune.
I think Hunger Games might move on Dune's old date.
That would be strategic. That would be good.
But November's the prime for them.
Yeah, November's been working for them 3-4 times running.
You could dominate October. What else is in October?
Nothing. October was best case scenario for Dune, in my opinion.
Yeah, but also you're closer to award season with this.
None of these movies are winning awards. I mean, Dune might get nominated again.
That's what I'm saying. Dune.
If Dune comes out in October, it'll still get nominated. Wait, go back. President Snow in the movie is pretty catch on, so he did not end up being a member villain. True. Yeah.
All you have in October is the Gareth Edwards original sci-fi movie True Love.
Bomb.
You have You have the new Paw Patrol sequel, and you have the new Exorcist movie.
Bomb. Aren't they spending like $100 million on Exorcist?
I'm having PTSD when Evan like lost Mission Impossible. He's like, "What I have left? Babylon? Fuck off."
Yeah. Motherfucker threw Babylon onto
I'm sorry. It was the
dust.
first thing I could think of. The first thing
Crumbs. He gave it like a single little goldfish crumb. If you crackle the goldfish and took a little crumb of it, he threw it that.
was the first
Only thing
thing
left was a crumb that was even too small for a mouse. The Grinch, everybody.
Oh, okay, thank you. No clue.
See, and I think Ben's also right on his recent comment. I think the Mockingjay part 1 and part 2 were somewhat of a dull kind of finale.
Yes, especially part 2.
Now, granted, that's because.
So you think Hunger Games can move too? Okay.
I think it'd be smart to move.
And part 2 is going to be way more accessible with action.
I agree. It's gonna be more action driven than part 1 is.
There's worms.
Yay.
Just like we had apes on horses, we're gonna have people on worms.
There's worms and hot people. Go.
Yeah.
Zendaya.
Florence.
I wouldn't say Zendaya's a box office draw, but she
Austin
definitely
Butler.
She draws in more people than like anybody in the Hunger Games movie. Same thing for
Zendaya.
Timothy. Yeah, Zendaya, Timothy.
Rachel.
Florence.
Florence.
Austin.
Leigh Sedux, who is obviously from
Leigh Seydoux.
James Bond. Leigh Seydoux from James Bond.
Queen.
Never heard of it.
All the returning people that are still here. Rebecca
Yeah.
Ferguson, of course.
Fuck yes.
We got
Josh Brolin.
All those, minus like Rebecca Ferguson, I think they're all box office draws. Like Zendaya and Timothy alone. Florence is the only one driving like "Don't Worry, Darling" in terms of like hype. So it's like
that movie
makes sense.
marketing is so weird. Like the poster doesn't even say the title on it.
Of what?
it doesn't.
It says it on the very bottom. It just says "Don't worry." Like you barely see the title on it. Like that new poster they released.
The title of what?
Don't
Don't
worry,
worry,
darling.
darling.
Oh.
Yeah, and she's gonna be a key role next year. So it's all very exciting. I think Hunger Games could move to October. There's an article from your guys' best friend Scott Mendelson. He said that Dune could also move to December because there's no way Star Wars is coming out next year.
That's true, but Star Trek is
And Star
still
Trek is
uncertain.
tentatively there, but it's like they haven't even started filming yet.
And Ghostbusters is there, so I think it would be a similar competition between Ghostbusters and Dune and Ghostbusters and the Hunger Game.
Let's open up to like I think same amount as Dune. I think was it 45 million?
But still, with Christmas, people could be.
Yeah.
It's returning to its classic
New York,
setting,
New York.
so I
Yeah.
think it.
Good point. So yeah. So
Oh
I
my
think
God,
I
this has
think
been
either way, I think December against Ghostbusters and November against Hunger
Games.
Games, it faces a similar battle.
Do we
terms of box
think,
office.
bringing back the Batgirl of it all, could Batgirl go to theaters in October now that Dune's gone? Is that a possibility?
Yes. Yes.
I would
think it
love
will.
that.
Yeah.
I think it should
Yeah.
because it's done filming, right? And
They had their first test screening, like we mentioned earlier in the episode.
Yeah,
they had the
yeah.
first test screening. It's done filming.
because some
basically,
people
so
thought
yeah.
they may drop it December 2022 if it's done, but
Yeah.
but
They're just according to the Flash.
I don't know. To me, it feels like a March date, but March is so packed next year with Dungeons and Dragons, John Wick,
Aquaman.
Aquaman. That
Creed
it's not
3.
coming out then.
What the
So,
hell?
I don't know when they're gonna drop it, but
We'll see.
I still think it will come out in theaters just because you don't really have anything to lose for a $90 million movie or whatever it is to drop in theaters, make some money back.
And Blue Beetle's
and
coming
get
out in theaters.
subscribers.
And Blue Beetle's next year too, right?
In August.
August. Yeah.
But
But yeah, Godzilla vs. Kong. You're excited for this. We got this and coming out March 2024 and the Apple TV series probably.
Yeah, right. You got
2024 as well.
this. What else do we have in 20?
what's it gonna be?
That
So
thing's coming
April
out.
12th, we have The Lord of the Rings, where Rorium.
Okay.
I can't pronounce it. Sorry.
Mr. Worldwide.
He butchered that one. Yeah.
Rorium.
Rohan.
Roham.
Mr.
Yes. Sorry.
Mr.
Just move on.
Worldwide.
Just move on. Just move on. Just keep swimming.
And what's the new release date for this Godzilla sequel?
March 15th.
March.
Oh, it's the same weekend then.
As
The Lord of the Rings animated
Oh.
movie. I
Sorry.
think.
sorry, God. Sorry,
No.
Godzilla.
No.
Get
no,
out of here. What are you telling me?
Are they both WB though?
Legendary. No, wait. Not legendary. Legendary for
Yeah,
Godzilla.
wait, they would be.
Legendary, but WB distributes.
Is Lord of the Rings WB?
WB co-produces and WB. Yeah, it would be both WB.
Okay.
Usually it's WB and New Line Cinema.
Oh, hold on.
Day.
We'll see.
Wait a damn minute.
But anyway, that's very exciting. No plot stuff from that.
But what could it be?
I thought there was plot stuff in the last Hollywood Reporter thing, but I could be wrong.
Well,
From today?
you know it's a Godzilla Kong story.
Yeah, we just know it's about family.
I hope it's a team up. Because we need a round 4.
Against whomst?
here we
King
go.
Caesar, the lion god. I don't know. But I'd be hopeful to see what comes. Mecha Kong, let's go, baby.
Okay, that doesn't even make any sense because the 12th is a Tuesday and the 15th is a Friday, so presumably they're both on the same weekend, but they'll probably move the Lord of the Rings thing to like the 8th or something.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for either Son of Kong or Son of Godzilla.
And you'll have it.
I hope so.
The Apple series. I don't know.
Gone Godzilla could
Well, no, because the Apple series is technically a sequel because it's after the first movie. So
Yeah,
after the first Godzilla movie?
yeah,
it says,
it said
like,
after.
2014?
It's in the wake of the aftermath of San Francisco, which was the first movie
Mm-hmm.
of Godzilla 20.
So yeah, I assume it's just a family of people from Monarch
On God.
as agents of Monarch.
Which is, kind of annoying because we had a limited number of Titans in the Godzilla sequel, none of which were popular IP. So,
What?
who the fuck are we gonna have fun with? Just nobody, just another random no names.
No,
Yeah.
it's gonna be a family story about the humans.
Yeah, come on, you're writing Star Wars Nobody. Don't do this.
I know, and that's
Don't do
said
this.
that, and I didn't put it smack in the fucking 19-year gap. I went
Yeah.
200 years after everything, where
What
it's
are you
a
telling me?
sandbox, baby.
I don't care.
This one isn't. This one's landlocked.
It's
Also, all the monsters are dormant. So what are we doing?
Not all of them. Someone's got it. There's got to be
The
some
19
idea.
are.
There's got to be some idea. You don't do the show and say, "Oh, all the monsters are dormant." No,
I would like
fucking
for it
way.
to just be Godzilla. Hopefully,
No, you don't do a Godzilla show on TV. It's gonna look weird.
they are though.
Isn't it literally called Godzilla?
No, the TV series?
Yeah, it's literally called Godzilla something.
No, it's not.
What the fuck is it
Are
called?
you talking the right TV? The one on
The
Apple,
Apple
TV.
TV. The Apple
Yes.
TV series.
Live action. It's not about
Yeah.
Godzilla. There's no title yet.
It's literally a Godzilla series, though.
It's after Godzilla. It's not Godzilla the series.
Yes, it is. It literally
What are you
is.
talking about?
No. Hold on. It's nothing. Nothing is
Am I going
confirmed.
crazy?
It's been described as a Godzilla property via the MonsterVerse.
You're telling me if it's gonna be in the property, you're not titling it? What is it gonna be called? Family? The
No,
series?
no.
No,
Just
it's gonna be
call
called
it
Godzilla.
baby.
Why?
It's gonna be
Monarch,
called
baby.
Godzilla
We're not
Monarch
creating
something.
Godzilla for just call it Monarch Kaijus.
No, people will not understand.
Agents of Monarch, baby.
Title Schmeidel. It's like it's a monster show.
Yeah, exactly, and that's why it has to be called something Godzilla something.
No, you don't. You don't
All
call
right,
it a monster show and have Godzilla die in the show.
Wait a minute.
Motherfucker, goddamn, both of you. I'm the fucking kaiju expert. I'm not even arguing. What the fuck? Hold
Godzilla's
on.
just not going to be in the show. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I can see him being in the show.
Because look, he's
Hold on,
going.
hold on.
He
I'm reading
goes
the
to
text
sleep,
now.
and they don't see him until Godzilla 2, right?
Well, they know of him being around. He can still be. He's awake. He's not
Yes.
asleep.
But there's no major battle between then and Godzilla 2. Am I incorrect?
Not to like a giant global
The MonsterVerse
scale.
series
But if
follows
you
the
want to have a
thunder-
Yes.
The
it's
Monster
you want
featured.
to have a
series
Godzilla
follows the
fight.
thunderous battle between Godzilla and the Titans that level
Yes.
San Francisco and the shocking new reality that the monsters are real.
Yes.
It will explore one
Okay.
family's journey to uncover its buried secrets and a
Yes.
legacy linking them between a secret organization known as Monarch.
Yeah,
Yes.
Monarch.
Oh, Matt Shackman will direct
It's
the
a
first
show
two
about the
episodes.
Monarch family. There's no Godzilla.
They're
Look
gonna
at our
call it
point.
Godzilla. You'd be crazy from a marketing perspective not to
Hold
call
on.
it Godzilla.
Hold on.
Talking about-
Hold on. Stop it. Let me. Hold on. All right. Well, Evan, they could have like a Godzilla battle like offshore on like an island or something.
Oh,
It's just
Joby
happened
Harold's
before.
producing
That would
it.
look awful on TV.
I don't think
Can't
so.
do Godzilla
I've
on
seen
TV.
worse. I've seen rubber suits, man. Anything's possible. For 60 years, 70 almost now. Anyway,
This is 2024.
doesn't matter. They could have the TV budget's gone up. now. For small appearances, you could do it.
We see the leg of Godzilla.
No, you can see a whole body. They have the model done for 3 movies.
Anyways,
now. They can just load it.
I think it's just them discovering what this Monarch organization is to them as they come across random monsters.
I mean, yeah, it will probably be mostly like that.
Little monsters.
What's
Good title, Little Monsters. Boom.
Carson, what's your pitch if Godzilla's in it?
Huh?
Yeah, what do you do with Godzilla in the fucking show?
All right, relax.
You're
I'm
investigating
God.
him. You're trying to figure out like how the fuck are monsters even like in this.
Yes.
So he's still gonna show up even if he's deep in the ocean in darkness. We can just see his eyes or something. He's gonna be in the show. It's not just gonna be footage of the
that doesn't count.
previous movies. Yes, it does.
Oh, hey, yeah, we saw Godzilla and we saw him in the water.
Yeah.
Oh,
No. Yeah.
Footage,
Nathan's
baby.
gonna freak out. Nathan's gonna freak out. You're.
I will.
So
They
you
use stock
fucking
footage.
live
Yeah.
with me in the water.
They'll use stock footage from other movies, and I'll be
No,
like,
they're
it's
not
just like.
gonna use stock footage for other movies.
But if they did, it would be like the classic movies.
Nathan would be so disappointed if we get through 8 episodes of this fucking show. There's not one shot of Godzilla that's
We
not
don't need
reused.
him. We had 3 movies, about to be 4.
Hold on, Evan. I won't say we won't need him. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
You
come
can
on.
have that with Star Wars. This is my thing.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what we
Godzilla,
can.
we need your help. Please hyper beam this
No,
motherfucker.
it's not gonna be like that at all. They're
Hey,
trying
no
to
one's
figure
saying
out
it's a
Godzilla
team-up.
himself and monsters themselves
Sure, do that.
without seeing
Without
them.
Godzilla.
Nani?
Yes.
What?
I should bet you guys some
You're
money
crazy.
that we're not gonna see Godzilla. I bet you guys $20.
You're telling me Apple spends $200 million on Foundation or whatever this sci-fi series, and they're not gonna have Godzilla in a Godzilla show? You're mad.
You're right, Evan. You're right, Evan. There's no Godzilla, but Loki's in Thor 4. Good job. We did it.
Yeah, he is. Come on.
No, not at this rate.
He's not. But
Variety guy would have said something.
I just saw that Peter Dinklage and Jeff Goldblum are cut a movie or in a
oh yeah, people are so upset. I'm like, I don't care about them.
I mean, it's just probably 2 seconds, but
Yeah, that'd probably be canon too.
But
Godzilla
anyway,
show
we should move
could
on.
be no. I never get enough time on these, and I will have my time.
please tell me why Godzilla is going to be in this show. Thank you.
Okay, well, yeah, you could.
Even if it's
I'm
just
not
his
ca- I'm-
fins in the ocean, bro.
No,
Like, they're
it doesn't
gonna,
count. It doesn't count. It doesn't count. I can make footage of a fucking lizard swimming
you
in the
cannot.
ocean.
No,
That's
you
bullshit.
cannot.
Do it. You won't.
Do it. I dare you.
You won't.
If SpongeBob can do King Kong, we can do this.
I can see them like uncovering like another like dormant thread that's about to come up, and then of course Godzilla being his main mission takes care of it.
Thank you.
So boring. It's like okay, look.
It's boring.
No.
Oh, well, we're gonna be focusing on the family, you
No,
said,
it's
and we'll develop
fine.
it there,
We're
and you'll get our
finally gonna be.
experience there.
We're finally gonna
Okay.
be focusing on good human characters that actually have motivations and shit. According
Yes.
to this article, they explain each of the characters
Cool. But
they're
look,
gonna play, and you're telling me that
No,
they're just gonna be talking about nothing and not see anything? No.
look, this I disagree. Hey, Josh,
You're telling me it's about Monarch, but Monarch's just gonna have nothing,
No.
no footage, no anything,
footage
no
from the first-
investigations,
footage
no
from the-
proof.
footage from the first movie, sure, but it's like Godzilla. That makes no sense. Stop it. But I just think like it's like having a show called Metropolis and just shoving Superman in the story. It's boring.
That
He's
was
gonna
small.
solve everything.
What are you talking about?
It's like, what do you mean? It's just like it's Godzilla. Oh, Godzilla's here to save the day. Guess what, guys? He's
No,
gonna win.
he's not saving
Boom.
it. They're
No,
investigating
no.
him.
It's
All I'm
bullshit.
saying
No,
is they're
Godzilla,
going to see
sit
him
right here
in
while
the
we
show.
investigate you.
They're gonna
Oh.
see him in the show. It's a mystery about all this.
This is nice. Hear that night drive music? It's very peaceful. It's very nice. Josh, I think they will because it's a TV show. We'll get nice smooth out, be good. Back from our originally scheduled programming.
Let me in.
Wow. Okay, Dad.
And I'm not even passionate about this show. Like,
I'm not-
You sound like it,
I'm not passionate either. I can give a rat's ass. But
but here you are.
I give a
What does
ratatouille
that say
fucking
about
baked
you?
potato.
Come
Baked
out the
potato
Godzilla,
soup,
come out
fucking-
the kaiju
I'm
closet,
just
baby.
trying to be right, as I always am. God, not gonna be a main character in this fucking show. God damn it.
Oh,
This
God.
is
How are you spending so much
the
time on this
fucking
bullshit?
This is the fucking Krabby Patty Squidward episode where it was like, I hate Krabby Patties, and it's like you like Krabby Patties, don't you, Squidward? It's like you like kaiju movies, don't you, Evan?
Oh God.
I don't give a rat's ass about some giant apes.
I didn't ask for the show. I'm just
No.
having fun.
Josh, we're saying this could be like the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., where it's like these human characters
And that's very much the
track
pitch.
down the monsters. But in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., you don't have freaking Iron Man or Thor.
That's not
or-
comparable
Yes, it
whatsoever.
is. What are you talking about? It's like calling this Iron Man the series about the human investigation.
Not at
Iron Man.
all. You're insane.
What?
Just like have these people investigate new monsters. I don't need fucking Godzilla. We're getting Godzilla movie in the same year probably. It's like I'm tired. We don't need the fucking lizard. All this shit.
Not the lizard.
Fucking watch it, man.
If it wasn't about Monarch, I would be like, oh, it's just about normal humans in the world. But they're like, it's about Monarch secrets and shit.
Yes.
What if we made a drama in the MCU?
No,
More
fuck,
people.
not that.
Not again. Not full circle.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
But good.
You know what? Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is that. And they bring up shit and...
It's
do.
good.
They bring up a lot of shit. Do they show
Yeah.
it? Nope.
The biggest Avenger we get is like Lady Sif.
Exactly.
Alright, well then, who do I get?
What's one
No
of
one
those creatures-
recognizable.
What's one of those creatures they fought in the first
Holy
movie?
shit,
Fight
it's
them.
unidentified
Again?
Monster 3.
Yes. Exciting. Yes! Yeah! Show them the kite. We're gonna see Nathan. Or sorry, Josh.
I feel like fucking Mr. Incredible. You're not affiliated with me.
It's impossible to create a show about monsters. It's just impossible. You're gonna have human characters. I don't want a show about a dinosaur.
I don't either. But he's still gonna be there.
Like, there's gonna be large behemoths, but there's gonna be we need human characters to get there from point A to point B. I'm not gonna watch a movie about just monsters fucking. Like, we don't need it.
Fucking. That
Yeah,
was
exactly.
You brought
We
that
can't
up.
have Attack on Titan without the fucking people or
Exactly.
the Titan part.
Yeah.
Without someone to attack the Titan.
We need
Yeah.
Aaron Yeager.
Sure.
Yeah. Anyways,
Need to catch
that's
up on that.
coming out March 15, 2024.
March? I got time.
But who will be the threats?
Is it the final part of the final season? Please. Part 3 of the final season. Yeah, let's go.
Kyle Chandler better make an appearance. Same thing for Elizabeth Olsen. She
Oh my
better
god,
show.
please bring her back. That'd be amazing.
She's just still
Why?
running. She's still running.
Why Elizabeth Olsen's character of all people?
Aaron Taylor Johnson died off screen.
Die off screen.
With Bryan Cranston, no. It was the
God,
family disease.
we had it all.
She goes to his grave.
We had one of the best actors.
Uh,
They killed him.
But
Damn you,
speaking of
Gary.
Aaron Taylor Johnson, he's going to be
give me
Kraven.
Viga Farmiga back.
No.
She was in the aftermath of the
She died,
rubble in
didn't she?
San Francisco.
All right,
Oh,
Mothra's
she
Mothra's
did.
gonna revive everybody. I don't know how, but
What is this, Naruto?
Mothra was dormant
dormant and then fuck.
until she sprouted.
Fuck your
her-
cannon.
No, fuck you! My canon's sacred. My kaiju cannon.
Let's move this over to another rant.
No.
Aaron Taylor Johnson's going to be Kraven.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. I'll go down.
Yeah, okay, we can all yell at this because this is just fucking stupid.
Apparently, Aaron was talking about it, saying they're going to film in real sets, bullshit. But then he also said, I have the quote here. Kraven is, quote, an animal lover, human with
No,
conviction,
he's not.
and protector of the natural world.
Where's
What?
the hunter in Kraven?
He's not any of that. He has to have in the Spider-Man 90s show. He meets the girlfriend who literally like tames him because he's just so freaking out of control.
Savage.
But this is what I said earlier when this movie got announced. I was like, you're going to have to sympathize him somehow because he's the main character of the movie.
So they're just changing the character. So just make a new character.
Correct.
Just make a new character, yeah. But yeah, he's an animal lover, which is weird. It makes no fucking sense.
Josh, he's Kraven the hunter. He's not
Because-
hunting.
Because like, what's the point of the movie?
No,
that's not what the character is.
Gosh, the whole point of Kraven
He doesn't hunt humans.
Spider-Man.
He hunts Spider-Man.
It's because he's hunted the greatest beast of our world.
And he needs something
Spider-Man
else to
is the next great hunt.
He doesn't hunt human in the comics. He's not like hiring the highest bidder or like I'll hunt
he's
down
not like
the
an
president.
assassin of people.
Exactly. Yeah, he's not an assassin. Right. Yeah. It's like he hunts animals.
But he's humanized in different ways of like through other characters. And so to be like I wish he would have said like, oh, his world's going to change when so and so shows up and makes him think of things different, or like just literally anything else. And
yeah. Granted, I don't know how else to do this movie. Like, of course, he has to go against a human character.
Okay.
I don't know this character, so yeah, we see that.
Like honestly, like the Spider-Man '90s show, the episodes we watch, like they humanize him in a way.
But they humanize him through Spider-Man, so the writers have to find a way to humanize him without Spider-Man. So that's an uphill battle. And I think this is what they wanted to do, because similar to Morbius, or like Morbius has to hunt down bad humans. Like I think we have to have Kraven hunt down bad people.
I just hate this whole thing.
It makes no sense.
Fucking El Muerto and this shit. Like why?
Like this is even harder than Morbius. Morbius made no sense, but also was just like, okay, I can see Morbius hunting down bad people. It's like
like
he's a vampire.
Can at least spin it to where it's the same character.
You can spin it where he's still like. I haven't seen the movie, but like. I don't think people are complaining about Morbius being
out of character.
Super out of character.
Evan, they could have set up he can only hunt bad people, but they never set that up at all. They only like the whole aspect is like he's running out of like this artificial blood he created, and he has to live off of human blood, and we just never get that resolved because we have the
Matt Smith dances,
which is great.
I saw that. I was like, is this real?
Yeah, it's great, but the setup is just from the Sinister Six idiocy. I don't. Why are we doing this without Spider-Man? Why are the villains?
Just cast Andrew or something. Like I don't care. Like just,
Andrew's like I don't want to do this.
No, just scrap this whole stupid movie.
Yeah,
create your Sonyverse. Just sense. If we can have 7 Batmans going at once, there is no reason why we can't. You own the freaking rights. Just make a Spider-Man. Like it's not like random. Just have a Spider-Man impactful to your own universe. Like I don't understand. Audiences won't care.
You can put on a random variant Spidey costume. We'll recognize it's not a different costume from everyone, so it's a different Spidey.
Yeah, just give me live action Spider-Gwen. Do live action Earth 65.
We have so many like main character energies that are just radiating to be adapted.
Just do a Miles Morales movie series. You could do a Spider-Gwen series. You could do Spider-Man 2099.
And you're adapting side villain characters that are arcs very specific to Peter's point in time in that story.
And don't think we ever forgot about
don't have the catalyst of the story, which is
what
Peter.
Is that gonna be? Excuse me. Yeah. What is El Muerto?
How do you sit in that office and be like, yes, the guy that showed up in 3 frames in 2007, El Muerto, he was a wrestler. Let's cast Bad Bunny and make a movie.
It sounds like a joke.
It sounds like a joke.
And that's a bomb.
If I'm an intern at the table, I'm laughing. I'm getting fired on the spot for laughing.
And yeah, I don't see Kraven being a viable.
And then you get the same scriptwriters as Venom and Morbius.
Not good, Bob.
Madam Web, on the other hand.
Yeah, let's talk about Madam Web. Too. Madam Web is also, I think, gonna be bad, but it has a great cast.
It does, and so like I'm slightly just deterred.
Granted, I've only seen Sydney Sweeney in like one show, Euphoria, and she's good.
I haven't seen her in a movie.
I haven't seen her in a movie. Like, is she gonna be good? Like,
she's a good actress, though.
She's good in Euphoria. I don't know if she's a great actress though, but like she's good in the one show I've seen her in.
I'll see, because it'll be different to see her playing a character outside of Cassie.
She's getting outshined by the rest of her cast. Like.
Well,
Dakota Johnson.
It's hard when you have Emmy winning Zendaya as the main character.
No. Oh yeah, true. But I'm talking about the movie. The movie, like Dakota Johnson. Who else is in it? Emma Roberts now.
Emma Roberts.
Yeah. Who are they playing?
Who else was in this? Dakota Johnson.
Well,
Emma
Dakota's Madam Web, right?
Yeah.
As young, which is this whole thing is crazy too because it's young Madam Web. We just have
young Madam Web. What's gonna happen?
They'll be spider people.
I'm so nervous.
What's the story?
They're not gonna be spider people. They're not. No way.
Well,
I mean why not?
what is the story gonna be?
It's gonna be bad.
Is it gonna be interdimensional Madam Web? Is it gonna be this new person in tight spider person Madam Web?
No,
I think in between. I don't think it's interdimensional. I think it's just like a psychic blast Madam Web.
But you would think of like, if somebody wanted to get their own like locked in spider stuff on track instead of this random villain bullshit, that they would have Madam Web as their crux to like do all these different Spidey things. So I know they're gonna want to do the No Way Home effect thing again for another live action Spider-Verse.
Right, but we haven't even introduced any of those characters.
Yeah, I doubt it.
And Morbius
White
fucked
Lotus.
up
Yeah,
the
she's great.
canon.
In White Lotus.
Oh dang it! Who said that? Put the comment up. I can't see the chat.
Oh,
I forgot, Josh. White Lotus. I did not love that show, but she's great. You're right. Yeah. Wait, she was in Small Objects? Sharp Objects?
I still need to watch that for Amy.
I love Sharp Objects. You won't finish it, Carson. Again.
Yes, it's 6 episodes, right?
Yeah.
Come on now.
never stopped you before.
It was out of range. I know.
It's Amy Adams. Arrival is Amy Adams.
The Boys is 8 episodes.
You're right.
Who was she in Sharp Objects? Man, I can't remember now. All I remember is Amma.
In one episode.
Amma.
Amma?
This girl's name is Amma, I think.
Who's next to join the cast in Madam Web?
Of what?
Oh, Isabella Mercado is in Madam Web. I love her.
Give me Helen Mirren as Flash Forward Madam Web.
If she can be in Fast 9, 10,
She would make a
11.
great Madam Web, honestly.
Yeah,
Imagine that.
Yeah, she'd be good.
you're right. You should say it.
But yeah, movie Madam Web. I'm just nervous. That's next year, right?
July.
July. Next
Of
July.
next year?
Yeah, they're like literally
Is it filming right now?
soon.
You gotta hurry up. Shit. What else we have here? Feige's coming to San Diego Comic-Con. A small thing. She's Amy Adams' roommate at the psych ward. Oh, okay.
She went to a cycle.
Nice pool, Josh. Yeah, Amy Adams going through it in that show. Not many news here. We can skip over this, but yeah, Feige coming to San Diego Comic-Con.
The return.
Phase 5, baby.
There's rumors that they might just show Black Panther. Rumors that it's going to be show a lot of things. People don't really know.
We'll for sure get a Black Panther trailer.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
And-
Of like Comic Con as of next month.
Yeah,
Yeah, or this month now.
Yeah,
this month now.
the turnover's coming.
7 minutes up. But yeah, I think Black Panther, Fantastic Four casting, maybe not. I doubt it.
I could see.
Blade cast comes out.
Does
Now
Fantastic Four
filming,
come out?
maybe.
Does
If Fantastic
Fantastic
Four is-
Four come in 2024?
I think so. Yeah, if it's filming next year, then they don't have to rush it, so they can
I
probably.
would say the
release-
Blade cast comes out. They say that they'll announce the
yeah.
release date for that November date. Guardians teaser, perhaps. Guardians holiday special teaser, maybe.
There we
I
go.
could see. I think didn't they wrap Guardians 3?
Yeah.
No.
James Gunn.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's done.
It's
It's
done.
been done.
It is.
It's been
Yeah.
done.
Okay.
So yeah, you can. Man, I always come back to it. They
Guardians
had,
finished filming.
I
Okay,
always
done.
come back to it. They had footage for Guardians at Comic Con for the first one when they only shot for 2 weeks.
Oh,
They,
we remember. Yeah,
they can do anything.
I forgot Guardians finished filming.
James
Yeah.
Gunn will be there and he'll have something.
Black Panther, James Gunn stuff for the holiday special and for Guardians 3.
Black Panther.
Black Panther, maybe
Blade
Ant-Man
cast,
stuff,
And
The
oh yeah,
Marvels.
Ant-Man. Comic.
Marvels.
Actually, the Marvels
Can,
is
can
February.
Iman come?
Yeah.
I would love for Iman to come on stage. Her first
Yeah.
Comic Con.
That'd be cool. yeah, they have
post
tons
Miss
of
Mar-
stuff.
Post Miss Marvel celebration. Yeah.
Yeah, because the finale will be out and
Yeah, D23 they might actually just show footage.
yeah, maybe because D23 they might just play exclusive clips to
Yeah.
the audience.
Yeah.
But I think the trailers will be out publicly, depending on when
D23 could be also just saved for the Disney Plus stuff, and then San Diego could be movies.
That being said, the Infinity War trailer that played was that Comic-Con or
It was Comic-
D23?
I remember the reactions.
was
Like, he throws a
insane.
moon at them. I'm like, what?
That was insane. I can't believe they didn't release that. That was trend like
Some people
1 million
misinterpreted it.
views
They
on
were like,
Twitter.
he threw a planet. I was like, a planet?
I was like, what? This movie doesn't get...
And then you see how it's done, and it's like, ah.
Oh, it's just a random...
I forever to this day, I wish Thanos actually like threw it from orbit, but he like teleports the rocks down. I'm like, damn it.
Okay, it was
Yeah.
cool.
It was
It
cool.
was.
It still had momentum, but like, ooh. On the verge of greatest word. This.
Yeah, I think D23 might be like Disney Plus, so we can talk about Armor Wars, Power Broker, Miss Ironheart, right? Secret
Right, all the
Wars
shows
with
coming out
Amelia
next
Clark. Yeah, just the shows for D23 and then movies for San Diego. They could do both. I have no idea what's gonna happen.
Yeah. And also, I believe Feige's going to unveil Phase 5 and...
Agatha all along.
Right, that's the thing. And he's going to unveil like what the big overarching saga is coming, which I think we all know it's basically going to be Secret Wars.
Secret Wars. I think that's the big overall... That's the Phase 5 stuff, but... Yeah. Never mind. I was going to go...
It may not even like culminate in Phase 5. It's just like that. He'll just say that's what we're building towards. But here's what's the stepping stones next for Phase 5.
Does he talk about X-Men?
I don't know. When does Phase 4 end? Like, we had so many random titles that like weren't even on like the roster.
Phase 3.5.
I think 2024.
No.
I think 2024. I think 2020 to 2024 makes sense.
When's the next Avengers movie? 2025.
We don't have.
No. I think 2025 is the beginning of Phase 5. So I think at the end of Phase 5 we'll have Avengers. So like 2027, 2028, maybe.
Yeah, we don't have an Avengers 5 announced right now.
Yeah.
Well, I know. I'm saying, does he announce it?
No.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
At Comic-Con?
By the end of Phase 5 roster, I could see that.
Hey guys, here's Avengers 5 coming in 6 years. Get excited?
Yeah.
They plan that shit out.
This has happened before, Evan.
Yeah, like
but not 6 years in advance.
Yeah,
I mean, they have like that.
In 2012, they didn't say, "Here's Infinity War, guys." See, in 2018.
No,
yeah,
they said it in
like
2014.
14.
It was 4 years early.
But wasn't it supposed to be like in 3 years? Like, or did it get delayed or something?
No, they were both 2018, 2019. They just changed the title from Infinity War Part 1 and 2 to Infinity War and Endgame.
Yeah, I don't. They're not announcing Avengers this year or next year at all.
They will. I think.
What are you talking about? You want to make a bet?
Yeah.
So this year or next year?
I bet you come to Celebration.
Disney likes money. Disney like money. Marvel like money.
I know they're doing Avengers. This has nothing to do with money. They're doing Avengers, but it's not coming until the end of Phase 5.
That's fine. That's fine. All I'm saying is that like when they announce the Phase 5 roster, it will be at the end of the dates.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, that's all I was saying.
Oh, okay. But
what do you think I was saying?
At the end of this presentation, he's gonna put up everything.
But I'm saying they're not talking.
Avengers on the end of it in a stupid logo, and it's gonna be on there.
Why is
That's all we're saying.
Why do you hate this card?
This year, no way.
Yeah.
No way, Jose. Nathan, I bet you $20. Just Nathan.
You bet me that at this year's Comic-Con they're not going to announce a Phase 5 roster.
Yes.
No.
That's easy. You don't have to give me anything. I'll just give you $20.
Fine.
You don't have to give me anything.
Nathan's
I'll
getting
shake
$20
on this.
Then.
He's back.
Crazy.
Ouch.
Listen,
we have too much.
Yeah, man. I
think
they'll do like there'll be random titles. Here's Spidey 4. Here's Cap 4.
There's no way.
Oh right, I forgot about that.
Spidey 4 is all by Sony. They're gonna do that shit.
Yeah, but they could. They didn't have No Way Home on the original roster either, but they tend to always plug them in later.
Just no.
I forgot about Captain America.
They don't talk Phase 5 here.
They do.
See, no, Josh. 2025 is.
You're underestimating capitalism right now. I guarantee
I'm not.
There'll be a new.
Well, hold on, Josh. I don't think Avengers 5 is gonna be Secret Wars. I think that'll be like Avengers 6 at least.
Yeah, but Avengers 5. Okay, so you guys saying 2025, 2026. We know up until 2023 is Captain Marvel sequel, blah blah blah. 2024 we have to establish Blade, Fantastic Four. 2025. 2025.
That's all in the next like 2 years. Like,
yeah, exactly. That can be announced. But like 2025, we still have to establish X-Men. We still have to establish Deadpool. It's like there's
that's
no
fine.
way. There's no way to do it.
And we'll do it.
Avengers.
And we'll do it. We can still put up an infographic.
Deadpool's gonna
of
be
dates.
in the Avengers?
Hell yes.
No.
But
what?
Not as a member. No.
Not as a member, but in the movie.
What are you talking? What? No.
Well, no, not Avengers.
Deadpool 3, and then it will be done.
Is that crazy to me? That Deadpool can be an Avengers movie?
That's insane.
They're not throwing away Deadpool. That's that's a money machine in itself.
Right? He's gonna be in the movie.
How are you gonna put that in the MCU? Just make it.
They're
Deadpool
doing
3
it.
done
You're
with it.
doing it. He's in the MCU.
So, but yeah, poke fun at it, but they're just gonna make an R-rated Deadpool and then be done with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
is it
Oh,
set in
but
the
then he's gonna be
MCU?
in the MCU.
Yeah, but
You can
not
do that.
impacting anything. That's the whole point of Deadpool.
Sure. He won't impact anything in the movie Avengers 5.
You're telling me I'm gonna get a fucking Portals moment where Deadpool walks
Yes.
in? No, fuck that. That's dumb.
It is. Portal's slightly
I
dumb,
don't.
but we got it.
No, you're not gonna get like a heroic. Here's Wade, but like I mean, he'll pop up on Battle World and Secret Wars.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm lost.
Here we are.
It's,
But
it's
call
not
me
that
a
hard.
I
I
think
assure you, it's not that hard.
I think 2025 is too soon for Avengers 5. Too soon.
Evan, if they
Josh, I think we're getting X-Men before we get a new Avengers.
I think so too.
yeah.
You have to establish X-Men first.
Evan, how are you gonna feel if like a Young Avengers logo pops up? How are you gonna feel?
Awesome.
See, this is all uncharted.
That doesn't
See, I
count.
don't know any of the trajectory of the comics
Doesn't
that
count.
they're going after.
Doesn't count.
That counts.
Doesn't count.
I don't know jack shit about the comics that they're trying to go for and the combination of all these different.
They'll go
universes.
for the 2012 run of Secret Wars.
So just to get
The
this
Jason
clear-
Aaron run.
Yeah, see, this
This-
is what I'm saying. Like, there's no.
Read the I can't show the comments.
Fine.
I have full screen on. I can't see the comments. Disagree. I guarantee it. Avengers really out here thinking that the next Avengers will be bigger than Endgame. No, I'm not. I'm not saying it's gonna be bigger than Endgame.
You're saying there's
Oh,
no way that-
hold on. Just to get
It
things
won't be
clear.
bigger than Endgame.
Just to get things clear, Evan. What have you been arguing this whole time? What are you?
I don't know what I'm arguing. I'm just saying.
What is your problem? What are you against me on?
I'm against them uttering the words Avengers 5 anytime soon.
They're going to.
It hasn't
dude.
been anytime soon.
It's been like 5 years. 4.
3.
3.
2, 1.
It's been 3 years. It's been a whole pandemic.
It's been a whole
Yeah.
phase with no Avengers film. They can announce that.
Before
like,
it's even finished yet.
Yeah, exactly.
We're about to.
They're notoriously.
years.
They're notorious. If anybody's a slut for announcing their shit, it's Marvel.
Yes, they are. Not this early.
Okay,
Not
when
when
they
there's so
did-
many-
when
that
they-
early.
Evan, when they did the Phase 3 announcement, we still had Guardians on the horizon to release,
Yep.
and then Age of Ultron and Ant-Man to finish
Yep.
out Phase 2.
Yep.
That was at least a year and a half's worth of
Yep.
stuff, which is where we're at right now.
You're exactly right.
So
You're exactly right.
we're in the same
But I'm
fucking boat.
right too. They're not doing Avengers 5.
They're doing Avengers 5. We know they're gonna. They can put
Yes,
up a
they
graphic
are.
as far
It's gonna
fucking
make
date
money.
away.
There's no reason to announce it right now.
There's no
At
reason not
all.
to.
Oh, guys, I'm super excited about Avengers 5 coming in 2027. I don't
Nathan's
care.
gonna tweet that. Nathan's gonna be, oh my god, my boys are back.
Oh,
Yes.
God, the Russo's back? This fucking asshole. Oh, no.
Hey, your boys made Civil War. What happened?
Not
I
like
love
this.
Civil War. Hey, but
Why are you all mad?
just make the Silver Man the sequel to Gray Man or something. Oh,
Holy shit!
Oh.
They're making electric boogaloo or whatever.
Evan,
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with them putting like Evan. There's nothing wrong with them putting an Avengers 5 graphic on like a date here and just be like, "Here it
It's
comes."
too early.
Don't tell me it's too early. Where is Blade?
November 2023.
That wasn't even on. That wasn't even on the
November
timeline when they
2023.
announced it.
Exactly. Talk about Blade. Don't talk about
I told
Avengers
you that's
5.
gonna happen.
They will talk
That's
about
gonna
Blade, and then Evan, it's the same damn thing.
It's the same presentation. Well, we're
Ah!
saying is Kevin's gonna come back out. He's gonna put the shit on the screen and be like, and then walk away, and everyone's going, ah.
But what I'm saying, there's no shit on the screen for this one. Not this one. Not this one.
They're not
no.
gonna like show clips or some shit.
Maybe next year. Maybe next year.
Did he just go to the Kevin Feige ranch and said he was pulling out the next 10 years of Marvel?
He's not ready for that. I know him.
You don't.
We cool like that.
He's so ambitious right
Oh
now.
my god.
I'm just telling you, it makes no sense for this year to be, boom, here's a slate. There's no slate this year. No, none. Zip, zero, nada.
Okay.
Wait, okay, no, wait. Let me take it back. Let me take it back.
Through
Oh.
2024, you think?
Through
it's gonna be-
2024.
Okay.
Through the release dates that we already know.
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, Bob, but
I won't be. I'm never.
Yeah, because we have release dates in 2024, but they're all in.
we got investors.
All
to
entitled.
impress,
Those will get filled in. None of them will be Avengers.
Yeah, but they're gonna announce 2025 Avengers.
They're gonna announce just movies, and then we'll announce the shows at D23.
Between
Yeah, I
now
agree,
and
Nathan.
2025, who the fuck is going to be in the Avengers movie if it's in 2025?
Who's gonna be?
We
in
have
it?
so many heroes.
Shang-Chi,
Captain America,
Ant-Man,
Shang-Chi,
Okay, fine.
Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel,
Peter Parker,
Maria Rambeau, Peter
Never
Parker,
heard of her.
Doctor Strange still around.
Doctor Strange.
Avenger.
Literally everyone but Cap and Tony. Like, what do you want?
Fine. Black Widow. Is Kate Bishop going to be in my
I'm sorry,
Avengers
you're right,
movie?
Black
She
Widow.
better be in there.
Oh, Yelena?
No, it's Young Avengers. Or whatever they're called.
Anyways, I'm right.
Next Avengers, Heroes of Tomorrow.
Gosh. This whole podcast, you guys just trying to argue with logical sense over here, and I'm just trying to tell you guys.
You're
Thank you
illogical.
for putting us
I'm
in our
sorry.
place until you're wrong.
Evan, what subject do you teach?
It's social studies.
All right, stick with social studies. This is
This is history. This is
Yeah.
precedent.
This is Brazil.
this is
This is the MCU.
this is London.
We have investors to impress. We need to announce shit soon.
What is going on?
I'm with Josh. I think I doubt the Avengers movie will have. I kind of agree, but I feel like you have to establish.
Yeah,
them.
sure.
But I don't think it's gonna be Avengers versus X-Men, but it's just
No.
like
Imagine.
that's why it's hard to explain this. But I think for Feige right now, I know I'm wrong. I get that part. Yeah, there's plenty of characters to be in the Avengers movie. I get it. But I think right now, I'm out of breath now.
Get his ass.
I've been pretty logical.
Star Trek Into Darkness.
Um,
Is there a colon?
No, I forget. What I'm trying to argue is that like,
No.
You don't want it to accelerate as fast as we're saying. Is what you're
he's
arguing.
gonna want an Avengers movie before establishing what the X-Men is, even though they might not be in Avengers. I feel like some could be. Like, you could have Professor X in the Avengers or something like that. And not in the Avengers team, but just like in the movie or whatever. But like, I feel like he wants to establish mutants first. He wants to establish Fantastic Four first.
You can do that.
Then do an Avengers movie. That's what I'm saying. I think that's the game plan is.
Yeah.
And that's why I think it's farther off than we think it is. That's why I think it's farther off than 2025 or 2026.
All right. Why were we
2026 maybe.
Why were we arguing?
Because I'm arguing because you guys think he's going to utter the words Avengers 5 this year. He won't.
He is.
No, I think he will. Because why not? I know you just said why not technically, but like it didn't work. I'm sorry. You can announce just like, hey, yeah,
We're building
planning
toward
ahead.
Avengers 5. There we
Yes.
go. Boom. Done.
we're aiming for here. We got a lot of stories to tell in the meantime. We hope you enjoy it. See you next year.
Kevin
XOXO,
Feige.
Gossip Girl. Kevin Feige. It's
Changes
easy.
hats. I don't know.
It's so easy, Evan. It's so easy. Is he frozen or is he just?
Can you guys see me?
He's frozen.
Okay.
He
was just like-
he was frozen. He's like,
I froze for a second. Yeah, I heard you guys. But yeah, we're not gonna.
I think we are. I think we're gonna get
We're not gonna
Avengers
get
5,
new
which is
teams
which your average in between Avengers team up, and then we're gonna build Secret Wars as by earliest Avengers 6, if not 7.
But I do see what Josh is saying though. Like, I think they're gearing up towards Secret Wars. But what's Avengers 5 going to be about then?
Well, we can
I have no
figure
idea.
that out along the
I
way.
have no idea what's
I
gonna
don't know. The fucking 10 Rings called out to the cosmos. We don't know why. Something's happening.
Yeah,
there's too many.
There's so many plot threads. Yeah, Eternals.
I need to watch
deal with
Thor
that.
and Miss Marvel, and then we'll see what's up.
Eternals have to be deal with something. Shang-Chi's
Marvels.
ring.
I just think it's
are
funny.
dealing with
There's just a
something.
giant rock
Strange.
in the ocean, and nobody's acknowledged.
Nobody
A head
cares.
in the hand. There's literally just like a giant like blob torso.
So yeah, Josh.
Dude is in the atmosphere.
I think Secret Wars is on the horizon. No.
End of Phase 5. We're end of Phase 4 is what we already have right now.
It's hard to explain, Josh, because wait, let me read Josh's comment because I think I'm confusing myself too.
Well, I think he's saying that Phase 4 is longer than what we're.
But then he
saying
says, "Y'all really think we're all getting a team up before Secret Wars?"
Why? I'm pretty sure Feige said he's going to be announced, like talking about what's coming for Phase 5. He specifically.
Yeah, he is. But I think it's hard to explain because I think they are gearing up. Like in terms of concepts, I don't know what the movies are, but in terms of concepts, I think Secret Wars, something multiversal, Secret Wars like, right? I think that's happening, and that has to include X-Men and Fantastic Four just in merit alone.
Avengers by Secret Wars. Title,
right? It would just have the Avengers title, but then Josh said earlier, like, are we gonna get a team up before that? Maybe. I feel like it's smart to do a team up before Secret Wars to establish our new team and the new era in general.
Yeah.
And then do Secret Wars, which could be like way down the line. But I think right now the world needs to see like what a new team up is going to be. Yeah, I feel like that works, Josh. Josh's last comment. I think Phase 4 will end around 2025. I think 2024.
But it won't be called Avengers.
I think 2024 with a new team up. See, I think Phase 4 will end around 2024 actually.
Me too.
End of 2024.
And 2024 with the introduction to Fantastic Four. But I don't know if that's going to be a team up movie or not. Because what's the threat there yet? We don't know. I mean, there's so many plot threads in Phase 4.
What about Kang?
Oh, duh, Kang. But Kang is so Secret Wars, but I don't think
oriented.
Well, you're right. Because
I need to see what Loki season 2 gives me before I can call Kang.
I think Kang works. I think let's say Kang, and then Secret Wars could be a Doom thing. You do Kang for the next Avengers, Secret Wars for Doom. Doom for Secret Wars, Kang for this earlier Avengers one. Yeah, I'm kind of.
That's what we're saying. Yeah,
I'm kind of leaning toward Josh's thing. Yeah, the next Avengers will be a huge crossover, but not Secret Wars.
But I also don't think Phase 4 is ending in any form of like big team up with everybody we have thus far.
I think honestly, I just want more solo movies before the next Avengers movie. But I think Avengers is an easy way to coagulate everybody and be like, okay, here's the status quo. Then let's build to the next thing. But maybe Phase 4 doesn't have an Avengers movie.
Phase 4 doesn't. Phase 5 though.
We don't know that yet though.
We've had Phase 4 for a minute.
It's just been a year or 2020, right? 2020, 2021.
Yeah, and we're about to.
2020 was just Black Widow, right? What else was 2020? Shang-Chi.
Yeah, but I mean, they announced all of Phase 4 in 2020, and we're about to run out of those titles as of next year.
2021. Wait, Phase 4 started in 2021 or 2020?
It started in 2020.
Because I thought Black Widow was last year.
No, yes, it was. I mean, at Comic-Con 2020, right? Or 2019. They announced in 2019 Comic-Con, they announced shit for 2020, but it got pushed to 2021.
Yeah, there was no Marvel movie in 2020. Am I getting that right?
Correct. Everything was shut down.
Yeah, so 2021, beginning of Phase 4 was just last year. So I think that's why Phase 4 is going to end in 2024. Maybe
we had a lot of things. Like we had WandaVision and everything, and all the Disney Plus shows.
The TV shows makes it seem a lot more than it actually is.
Correct.
But yeah, I think now I take it back a little bit what I said earlier in the argument. I think he could utter the words Avengers 5.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he teased mutants at the last Comic-Con.
But yeah, I don't know.
But it's not going to be like concrete on his slate, is what you're saying.
Yeah, there's not going to be concrete on the slate. He's going to say if he says we're building up towards Avengers 5, that's like a no doubt. We know he's building up towards an Avengers.
Which is why I imagine he'll give us a slate date.
But I said no to slate. No slate this year at all. No slate.
And that's the current bet, apparently.
No slate, no date.
No slate 2023. For Avengers, I mean. For Avengers. No Avengers on the slate 2023. That's my argument.
Well, I think the line of your argument has been capped, sir, because
2024 we have to get those days first. Give me. But I agree with Josh. I want Sam Wilson on a team. I'm not craving an Avengers movie, but I want Sam Wilson leading at something.
Yeah.
But even then, right? Like we've established a Sam Wilson movie. When is that coming out? Maybe 2024, right? So it's like,
yeah.
If we don't even have our Sam Wilson movie, then that's extending Avengers 5 to maybe 2025, like Josh said. but I'm thinking 2026 or 2027, something like that. We shall see. I did not expect to talk about that for so long.
I think we'll get Avengers 5 in 2020. Fucking, yeah, 7 or 8. That's it.
Whatever. We're done. We did it.
Yeah, we did. I'm going to bed.
I'm tired.
How'd this happen?
I wore myself out. Yelling at things that I sort of care about.
I need you to dissect what the fuck that we were arguing about anyway.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't even think we were
We
arguing.
didn't get to talk about Percy Jackson, but whatever. We'll get to that later.
Next time.
Next time.
Casting. Bye.
It's just so perfect. We don't even need to talk about Percy Jackson.
It is. Percy Jackson's going to be amazing 2023, hopefully.
Volume? Questionable, but I will talk about that next time.
Percy Jackson bone up to Avengers 5. Can't wait. Evan, where can they find you?
Can't wait.
You can find me being right, per usual, at Harris EV9. Say goodnight to Nathan, because I'm going to bed in like 5 hours. Yeah. I bet it was bad.
We strive.
Leave a like, subscribe. But yeah, find me at Twitter, Harris EV9. Summer anime season starts tomorrow. Summer anime starts tomorrow with some ones I'm interested about. I'll give first watches to a couple ones. The ones I'm most excited for are coming out next week with Made in Abyss.
Yeah, let me know.
What else is coming out next week? Ben knows. Ben watches way more anime than I do. God, Jesus Christ. But Harris EV9 to talk all things Avatar. There's been a lot of Avatar news this week, as we talked about during this pod. And there's going to be even more Avatar in the years to come. Percy Jackson. I'm always retweeting Percy Jackson stuff. Yeah, I'm on Twitter. There.
Carson, where can they watch Avatar?
How do I fix my name?
You can watch Avatar by supporting physical media. Which Avatar? Collector's edition of the show and the movie. I don't know.
I meant the blue people.
The blue people. You
got your closer
It's
look.
also on Disney Plus.
It is.
So
but it's the extended edition.
Is it extended? I don't know. I actually haven't checked it out on Disney Plus. But yeah, just reading Midnight Horizon and the High Republic. Great shit so far. And what else am I reading? Oh, I did start Trail of Shadows, the comic.
Finally.
Very good.
You. It's great.
And yeah, celebrating 4th of July this weekend, even though not really celebrating this country, just more hanging out with family.
This country sucks.
So yeah, Stranger Things. I have not watched since season 2, so maybe I should watch it, Ben.
Yeah, I mentioned it. Tomorrow I'll be tweeting about Stranger Things Volume 2.
Last 2 episodes.
Last episode. I'll be tweeting about The Boys, as always, every Friday.
Oh, I need to catch up on The Boys.
Yeah, Stranger Things The Boys. Also, I finished reading. I'm all caught up on Dr. Aphra. Fantastic run. This Alyssa Wong's run. They are a fantastic writer. I'm super excited about everything they do for Dr. Aphra. Love that series so much. I finished with I caught up with the Darth Vader run. That is incredible. Sabe is amazing. I finished catching up with the Star Wars run by Charles Soule. Incredible last run. So I can't wait to talk about that. So the comics, Star Wars comics are killing it. I'm going to finish Crimson Reign tonight. And then I'll be all caught up with all Star Wars comics. And yeah, Sunday we talk about everything that is going on in June. Everything that I saw in June. So like Black Phone, Miss Marvel, Josh, I saw a lot of the Tribeca stuff. That's very exciting. So not
Jurassic World.
Whatever. Jurassic World that was this month too. Yeah. Oof. So yeah, catch me there. I'll share the link out and everything on Sunday. Woot woot.
All right.
Woot woot.
Okay. I don't know. One day off a week sucks. You can find go Time Buzzer. Please. 5 months from the release drop. I'm scared, Bob. Working on that. I'm also additionally working on a comic book called Star Wars Nobody. You can follow that at Star Wars Nobody, where the comic will live on Twitter. It's fun. It's all secured. Thank God that wasn't taken. That's nice. Converted one of my 8 Twitter accounts once again for the 3rd time into something. This one to stick. Very good. More character reveals coming up. Very excited. But yeah, with that being said, I'm also going to watch The Boys. Watch anything else? Started Ted Lasso. That's fun.
Nice.
Oh, great show.
You finished Barry.
I did. I finished Barry. When can I? Where do I talk about Barry?
Great question.
You could talk about Barry. Yeah, never mind. I think we talked about it on Sunday.
Barry at Barry the Twitter.
Did Barry end in June? We could talk about that on Sunday as well. I'm not sure.
I think it did.
When did Barry end? I think it was
definitely like 2 weeks ago, right?
Yeah, maybe. Barry's fantastic. I'm rooting for Ted Lasso or Barry to win Best Comedy, or Abbott Elementary. Honestly, I think Abbott has a real chance of winning an Emmy.
Yeah.
For Best
Is that on
Comedy.
Hulu yet?
Abbott is all on Hulu. Watch on Hulu. Nathan, you have my Hulu too. So.
Oh, the new Boys episode is out.
See how I feel, and yeah, they've been dropping like Thursday nights. Also, watch Cha Cha Real Smooth.
Do it.
I did.
Oh my God, I need to rewatch Cha Cha.
Perfect movie.
I might do that tomorrow. I love that movie. I need to see it again.
It's really good. I want to watch the director's other film.
Oh, me too. Yeah,
watch,
Josh and Edgar were talking. Yeah,
Shit House.
Yeah, it's also on Apple TV.
Is it?
Nice.
It is.
Shit House?
Probably is now.
Yeah.
You're joking.
No, it was recommended immediately after.
What?
Yeah.
Smart.
Nani?
Smart moves. Smart.
Yes.
moves.
Hope you guys enjoyed our run of the podcast.
Yeah,
Still
God,
going.
2 minutes and 40 minutes. You got us for way too long.
Too long.
How did this happen?
Too long.
The MCU, of course. Y'all fucking saying it's all
God.
rot brain and you're tired, and then you keep going.
Yeah, because the rot has infested in me, and it's like an itch.
Go on a cleanse.
Oh, Ben.
On God.
He's
On
not
God.
wrong. I gotta rewatch it. It's been like at least a decade.
More. You said you haven't rewatched that shit since like 2002.
I mean, I think I've had to have seen it. Like, I've seen bits and
properly.
pieces here and there, but not full.
properly.
Yeah, not like I haven't like sat down and pressed play on Lord of the Rings since theaters.
Extended
Disgusting.
editions?
No,
Lord of the Rings is at least an every 2 years rewatch.
2 years.
Minimum.
Yeah, not me, fam.
Nathan.
I'm down. I feel like it was been within 2 years that I saw the trilogy in IMAX, which was phenomenal.
Holy shit. Fellowship in IMAX.
Snooze.
Early 2021. I cried. I bawled. That movie, it's perfect. Just like one of the most perfect movies of all time.
They don't make them like this anymore. They really don't. There it goes. Sorry. But yeah, great stuff. If you enjoyed our podcast, episode number 73, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and all rating. That being said, I hope you have a great day, a great night. I'm so exhausted. May the force be with you always. It's the wrong one. Don't care.
Go see
Don't
Top
care.
Gun.
Go see Top Gun.
Top
It's
Gun
still in
Maverick,
IMAX and
baby.
late nights. He's back. Over a billion, baby.
Back.